Sorry, the mic wouldn't work. Starting soon, you guys. Kimmy's going down to the general just to get a couple people up here that are lost that don't do the Discord. So give about literally 120 seconds, 2 minutes, and I'll be starting, okay? I would start, I just, like I said, I'm not sure. I will have that explained to me though, ASAP. But I just want to let you guys know it's coming. I'm here. Okay. You're not wasting your time. Sorry about this. Okay, I changed my audio output so that when she comes back, I can hear her. And I'm gonna actually play around and press a couple buttons to see if there's a way. Where do I see the requests for people to come up? Request to speak. Okay, let me see this. See if I can pick somebody. If I pick you, please don't be rude. Okay, I'm trying to pick Miss Linda to come up, but there we go. Now, do I unmute her? Um, hello? 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 Pardon?
How you doing? How are you doing?
How am I doing?
Yes.
Believe it or not, other than miserable here and there, and shaky, okay, okay. Not great, okay. Yeah, well, um, call it God or whoever did it last night coincidence. Could have been a complete coincidence. Discord, and those two things happened with two different of my children. It that's keeping me going for today, to be honest.
Yeah.
So, and could have been a coincidence, but when you're trying to get a hold of somebody, one of them, for 2 weeks, and he won't take your call, and then he does yesterday.
Yeah.
And seemed happy to talk to me and said love you when I said I love you. Bye, love you too. And it's no secret my oldest is on here. She's 23. And then she reached out, and said, I've been watching you. I can tell that at least the past 2 days you haven't used, and I haven't seen you ask for anything. And I'm proud of you, Mom, and you can do this, and please do this because we want a relationship with you. And it's keeping me going for today.
One day at a time.
Yeah. Yeah, because anytime I think about money or that, I go back to last night, and think, do you want to feel like that where I was super happy, or do I want to feel like I felt last Sunday where he wouldn't take my call?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
did you have a question or?
No, I just wanted to see how you were doing.
Yeah, like I said, it's actually going a lot better than I thought it would be. But it's not physical other than shaky. It's mental, but even that's going a little bit better. And I know I'm super shaky because when I went to dose earlier, the nurse literally said to me, "Are you okay? You look a little shaky." So, and
Yeah,
they've never said that. So,
it's gonna take time. I was one time. Uh-huh. Well, you can do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I just want to put this out there too. I don't want like a bunch of praise or you're doing great or I mean you're doing great. Thank you. I appreciate that, but I don't want the narrative out that I'm just, over here doing that so that people I'm so proud of you and no, nothing like that. I haven't even like I said done anything yet at all other than stay clean for 2 days. This will be the start. So,
Like I said, every time, sorry.
yeah, it's a start, Um
Yeah.
Kim, I let somebody up just to make sure everything was working. So I'm not sure how you want to, do this, but I didn't want somebody that started like attacking me and I couldn't kick them, didn't know how to. She looked the friendliest, so I was like, I'm gonna let her up.
Lisa, can you just answer stuff for yourself today? She's a grown adult. Quit dropping people, quit controlling
It's
Lisa's
totally
whole
up to you
narrative.
how you want to do it, Lisa. I'm just gonna let people up. They're gonna talk to you, and each person has like a 2-minute limit.
Okay,
So
yeah.
You
if
can
they're
drop
gonna
me,
go over
Lisa.
2 minutes, they're just gonna automatically get kicked. I'm sorry. It's
Oh,
just
for
that's how
fuck's
it's
sake.
gonna be. So,
Lisa,
Okay,
you can kick me. I just want to hear you today. I don't give a fuck about what Kim has
and I
to
guess
say.
you can say what name you want to go first.
okay,
I'm gonna invite a bunch of people up at once. You
okay,
know, and
okay.
then
Now,
you just say the name and I'll unmute them, type thing.
where'd that chick go? Okay, well, to answer her question, Kim isn't gonna answer questions today. Um, I'm not sure how to kick you, but she either left or whatever. I don't know who was up here first. I guess your mama
Oh, why didn't you go to rehab
on Monday.
today?
There was no plans for me to go today.
Yeah, we all heard it last night. Was coming today, this morning, and taking you. And you also said that you were texting her and there was a plan in place. Like you said that last night that you were in contact via text because she kept getting dropped.
Yes, I am in contact via text with text.
Yes, but why didn't you go this morning? You said you're ready.
Ma'am, okay, listen. Your tone, number one, doesn't need to be like that. Okay. Very respectfully, I'm saying that. Okay. Number two, all right. Yeah, I am in contact with tech. Let me bring this down. Okay. That's coming through. All right. I understand this is a high, whatever emotion situation. I did text tech behind the scenes just to make sure she did have my new number, if we were going to meet this morning. Okay. I dosed and everything. I talked to tech about 10:30. Okay. I'm not sure really how to answer that. I don't think she's even in this server anymore. I don't know, like, for her to explain any of this, and I don't know what I'm supposed to put out and not put out. Like, I'm not sure.
Just we wanted the truth, and I'm not being disrespectful, but and I don't know what my tone is because we sat on to this for hours.
Yes.
I'm ready.
Yes. I mean, she said last night, right? She would come up, and even if we just go visit Cynthia and talk about or do some options, and I I think she had something going on and she slept in. I'll just say that, okay? No, not on purpose. But if she wants to come or plans to come, I will go with her and see Cynthia and do whatever. I think she's scared to take the drive because she thinks I'm gonna flake on her, and I understand that.
Yeah, I'm out.
Thank God. God damn.
I mean, I'm not blaming Tech. I don't
I
even think
wanted to kick her so bad.
Tech thought I was gonna answer when she called at 10:30. I think that probably shocked the hell out of her. To be
First
honest.
off, you just don't owe anybody a fucking explanation. They all come up here acting like you owe them something. You don't
Well,
owe them shit.
the thing about the Tech and villain situation
You don't
is
owe them anything, Lisa. You don't
I
owe these people anything.
I do not like to talk about private conversations that happen behind the scenes unless I get permission. I don't like to do that. I don't like to do that. I'm sorry, So I didn't know really how to answer that, but then I don't know. When I talked to her this morning, I should have said, if I get asked about this, what should I say? But I mean, I wish, should we just make a rule? Don't bring up other creators that aren't here, right, to defend themselves or whatever. I think that might be a good idea.
I'm about it.
Yeah, I mean, just because if Tech's not in here, did you unban her or?
Yeah, I did.
Okay, so she may be back in here. If she requests, can you let her up, please? Just for a minute. I mean, if you need to kick her back down or whatever, okay. I'm just saying, if she requests, let her up for me. All right, who's next? 522.
Yeah, that's me.
Hey, honey.
Hey, Lisa, how are you?
I'm alive. How are you?
I'm here just like you. Lisa, nobody can tell you how to control your life or what you do with your life,
Right, right.
but I want to tell you a story. I lost my nephew 3 years ago to an overdose.
I'm
He never
sorry.
got he never got to see his child born. And I do understand that you have children and I know you love your kids and I'm sure your kids love you, but in your heart, I really feel like you need to do what's right. If you feel it's time to go to rehab, go to rehab. My son was a drug addict. He woke up one day and went cold turkey. Today he's married, got 4 kids, he's got a good job, and that's a success story. That's something like you need for your children. Give them a wonderful story how you changed your life around. Because the way you're going, Lisa, you might not make it. I'm not here to judge you. What you do with your life is you. But a lot of people do care about you. A lot of people want to see you healthy again.
Right. No, I know. A lot of people are invested and do care, truly care. There are.
I mean, deep down inside, I think you're a beautiful person. It's just that you have an addiction that you're hanging on to, and you're just so afraid to let go of that addiction. Because that addiction takes your problems and your worries away
It does.
until you're right. And then once that high's gone, where you at? You got those problems and them worries all over again.
And more, actually.
Right.
What's out
I
of
mean, I'm not on here telling you, hey, why didn't you go to rehab or you do this and that? You're a grown woman. You have to make up your own mind.
Yeah.
But you also have to take consideration you have children, you have a grandchild.
Yes.
And I have grandchildren myself. And let me tell you something, I love them with all my heart. And I want to be here as long as I can be for my grandchildren and my children. And that's something you need to think about. Because one
Yeah.
day, Lisa, you're going to get the wrong stuff and you're not going to make it.
Yeah. I definitely don't want to go anywhere. I like I said, I honestly wasn't. I honestly wasn't even planning on, you know, being this my third day. Right. This is just
Right.
happening. This maybe for good reasons. But I agree with you and everything that you're saying, and it's just there's a lot that happens that I can't say. There are things that I say that are true. People don't believe it. There are, how should I put this? Everything isn't as it seems, right? And everything's easier said than done. Okay.
You're right.
Um, and what's different, like I said last night about this time, is I don't know. It could have been that dream. I'm not sure, but something is different. And I understand today's the third day. I haven't asked for anything on live, at all. And they're like, "We're waiting. What they got going here?" Because that's what I've done all the time.
Right.
But really is no angle here, none. Like,
But listen, don't you want to get better? Don't you want a better life?
yes, I want, a better life, and I want my children back in my life, And I said this to Kim on the phone earlier. I said, everybody thinks online I don't care about anything because I make them think that. Because if they know what bothers me, they use that against me, right?
Right.
So guess what I care about? Nothing, right?
See, I had addiction in my family. Like I said, my son would tell me anything if he thought he can get $1, but I never fed into his addiction. I had to
Yeah.
give him tough love. I had to throw him out of my house to wake him up when, and that broke my heart in a million pieces. But I had to put my foot down. Enough was enough. And today I am so proud of my son. I mean, he's got a job. He makes $2,000 a week, bought a home, married. I mean, that's right there is, he's got 2 older children that, he didn't, from his first marriage, that he didn't get to spend time with. But he's
Mm-hmm.
changed his whole life around. And he went cold turkey. Now, for some people, can do cold turkey. Some
Right.
people can't.
Right.
But I think that's what everybody's just wanting to see you, Lisa, to get your life together. Do right, Get
I
off the.
hate to cut in, but it's been almost over 2 minutes. You just gotta kind of wrap it up. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Sorry about that. There's just so many people that want to, come up and say something. But I'm very happy about your son. That absolutely is wonderful. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
That absolutely is wonderful. I love to hear things like that, other than, my son or daughter battled addiction and lost to it. I,
My son beat it, my nephew didn't.
I really am. And y- yeah,
Here's the last thing I'm going to say real quick, Lisa.
go ahead. I'm sorry.
Pray, and give it to God. When I was struggling with breast cancer, I prayed and gave it to God. I'm 10 years clean of cancer. Just pray and give it to God.
Well,
God's not going to answer you. He's not going to answer you right
Hallelujah.
then and there.
something, higher power, I don't know what, did last night, because I was starting to think a lot more into, just my old mindset a little bit, money, whatever. And
Yeah.
then, like I said, one of my kids who I wouldn't accept my call for 2 weeks answered, was polite, happy to hear from me. And
That's
then
good.
my daughter, who I haven't spoke to in a week, text messaged me, reached out. I got a picture of my grandbaby, in her costume. So, and that's keeping me going today, into today, right?
That's a start.
Could have been a coincidence, right? But,
Yep.
what are the odds, right? What are the odds, really?
You're right.
Did you kick her? Well, bye. I happy about your son, honestly. Sorry about your nephew. Who was up here next? Kim, I'm trying to look to keep track as much as I can. I guess, who next? TJ? I don't. Ellie?
Hey, Lisa,
Okay.
can you hear me?
Oh,
Yeah.
TJ.
Okay. Yeah. You can hear me?
Yes. Ellie, you're not.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
That's okay. Listen, I've been listening to you for the last several months, and last night I was on several hours with you while you were talking, and everybody kept telling you that death is your next experience. And my daughter died in 2016 after going to treatment numerous times. And they're telling you the truth. Death is the next experience you're going to have. I know Kim keeps saying this is her Discord, but without you, she has no Discord. These people are on here trying to help you. They're praying in the background for you. We know. I mean, I'm an addict in recovery. I had 17 years clean when my daughter died, and it was everything I could do to keep from going back out. Just don't give up and quit bullshitting everybody, because death is the next experience for you.
No, you're absolutely right. And I know that myself. I do. I know. I've seen it. I've lived it. I know it. And it scares me to death. I don't, like I said, I'm not ready to go anywhere. So yeah, it got it. It got to get better. It got to get better from here.
I take care of my 13-year-old grandson, who's was my daughter's son. And I see the pain in his eyes. I see him post TikToks about his mother, who he hasn't seen in 6 years. She passed away. And I just would hate your kids to go through this.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, that's part of the reason is, I watched them still go through pain over their dad. So I never would want to cause them, that much pain and grief than I've already unfortunately caused them.
Okay, well, I'll step out, let somebody else say something. I know I'm beating a dead horse. I just, I felt for my daughter's sake, I needed to say this to you because I didn't say it to her.
Yes, ma'am. And I'm sorry about your daughter. It's terrible when people are that young and, get taken way too soon. It's very, very sad.
Well, I'll keep you in my prayers.
I appreciate that. At this point, all I'm asking for is prayers and, good wishes.
Thank you for coming up. Sorry about
Okay.
your daughter.
Thank you.
Am I next? Ellie?
Yes, Ellie is next.
Okay, hey, I don't want to give you a big lecture because that's what it all turns out to be, but I just, this is a feelings disease. God knows we don't want to feel the repercussions of our stuff.
Absolutely.
And it hurts, and then we numb it so we don't have to feel it. And I can tell you right now, you were talking last night about the methadone and Suboxone. What's going on in your body right now, in your brain, is a very complicated chemical situation that you are battling with at the same time with those feelings. And you're going to have to trust your doctor to get you through the physical symptoms that are going to result in getting those chemicals back in order, or changing you to another medicine, or I don't know. I do say, I will say this. I've been through this. I'm a nurse. I don't want to go there either, but I will say, I'm not just talking through my ass here, that trust your doctor, let him get you through the physical discomfort, but be open to feeling better, because that methadone, it's all in your bones now, honey, numbing the shit out of everything.
Yeah,
that's another thing that's causing this trend to continue, is it's dampening a lot of it, and that's probably good. That's probably keeping you from offing yourself. I don't know if you need some numb right now, maybe, but you also need a good addiction doctor to explain this to you and get you through it, because you've been on this a long time, and it is not going to be a walk in the park.
You have
Yeah.
to trust him, ask questions. Don't try to dictate your treatment. You're going to have to be willing to be willing. That's what they told me. Ellie, you have to be willing to be willing, because I was not willing.
Well,
So
and
be
as
willing.
the
Yeah,
bones
be willing.
it getting in your bones,
Mhm.
I agree with that. I can feel it in my bones after all these years. And
Mhm.
I say all the time, look what it did to my teeth. Imagine
Mhm.
what it's doing to the inside that I can't see.
Yeah. And these drug companies, I hate to say it, but they have we had an opioid epidemic because of the drug companies. Now we're going to
Yeah.
have mat epidemic because of the drug companies. But we also have a disease that we have to keep in check.
There's
So,
a mental health crisis in all of America that needs
sure.
dealt with somehow. And I'm not sure even the beginning, and I don't even want to start talking about it, but it definitely is a mental health epidemic going on, I think, in all of America.
Well, the first thing somebody will tell you, I remember somebody telling me, "Hey, Ellie, I can see why that happened to you, because I got some pain pills for such and such, and I kept taking them after the pain was gone." And I'm saying, like, no shit. That's
Yeah.
because, and why is that? It's because you.
It was not the other pain.
It wasn't. It made the emotion. It made you feel like you could handle anything.
Okay, I'm
Yep.
That's
sorry
the
to
challenge.
interrupt, but
That's okay.
I'm
I'm done.
gonna-
I'm done. I just want to tell her that, Lisa.
No,
You know
I
what I'm
know.
saying.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Trust the professional.
Okay, I
Thank
appreciate
you.
it. Thank you.
All right, hon. Bye. Bye.
Bye. You too.
Okay, y'all, just real quick, I just want everyone to know before we keep going, like, I mean, you could take this as an intervention, but it's honestly really meant for you guys to be able to ask Lisa a question. If we can kind of keep it with like one question that you have for her that you've always wanted to ask her, or just maybe even a minute of just like you wanting to vent to her instead of just rambling on, that would be amazing. I'm not trying to be rude. I'm just trying to like be honest. We don't have time for everyone to like sit here and talk for 5 minutes.
Tell their life story. Unfortunately, I wish
Not
we
that we
did.
don't want to listen to it. We do, but
No, that's what I'm saying. I wish that we did. I like hearing people's individual stories and how they got clean and things. And we definitely can do something like that.
yeah, we can make that event one time, but today is just questions. So if you have a question
or grievance
please
or
ask. Yeah. I'm just gonna pick the next person because I know they've been waiting here for a while, and it's been Meow.
Well, I know Joey's usually busy, so why don't you just let him rock real quick and then so he can roll out.
Okay.
What do you think?
Joey, then Meow.
Hey, yeah, I actually am busy. Thank you. Look,
I like you, Joey. I like you. We're becoming friends. But sorry, go ahead.
I don't have a story for you. I'm kind of disappointed. Last night you said you were going to go. I'm not going to ask you why. I already know why. But you got to
talk
get.
to Tech?
No, I didn't talk to Tech. I just know why. It's not hard to figure out, and it's cool. Whatever, you don't owe me shit. But I hope you get that help soon. You're gonna need it. You're gonna need it. If you really spoke to your son, and you really got that picture from Abby and all those things, then you see that you need it because you're headed in a dark place. But I'll let y'all go. I gotta go vote. Fuck you, Kim. You're trash.
Guys,
Okay, Meow, your turn.
can we please not do that though? I do like Joey. He's been up here a couple times talking, but please don't. That's not necessary. Okay, that's all. That's not going to help anything. Please, okay. But go ahead, Meow. I'm sorry.
Okay, my thing. I'm glad earlier that you said to not sit here and say that we're proud of you, because respectfully, I'm not proud of you until you're gone for months at a time, and then I know you did something, right?
Absolutely. Yeah.
Respectfully, because let's be honest, nothing's happened. So saying proud is kind of crazy, but whatever. My thing is yesterday we had a powwow and we said how much you and Kim are friends. And I love that for you because you need a friend. You've always needed a friend, right?
Yes.
But tell me how your BFF and Kim, I'm not trying to be rude either, but your friend runs a Discord about you, literally making fun of you. Every sticker in here makes fun of you. And as far as I know, runs a Reddit where they literally garbage on you all day long. Because
What is
I don't have friends, but I know for a fact my friends wouldn't be running a Discord about me.
what is a sticker, and what do you mean making fun of me? I don't know what you're referring.
Lisa, you know everyone in this mug right here makes fun of you. You know, you might
Yes,
have maybe 5 people in here that love and appreciate you. Everyone else freaking craps on you all day.
I know that the Discord is a hate thing, and I know that the Reddit's a hate thing. Yes, absolutely.
But your best friend runs it. Like, doesn't that hurt you kind of inside, knowing that your best friend runs a Discord that just craps on you all day? Because it would hurt my feelings. It hurts my feelings for you. Because Lisa, I think that you, and I'm not trying to coddle you because I'm not one of them, but when you talk normal, like I could be your friend.
Thank you.
I don't understand how you have friends that literally garbage on you.
Well, I think in here, from what I've seen, there's a thread that they make fun of her in here too, right? Or,
But I don't think that's normal. Like, you both need massive help in numerous ways.
Yeah,
respectfully.
And to answer your question about does it hurt my feelings? Right now, no. May it in the future? It makes her happy. So as much as she's helped me and done for me and supported me, I feel like if this makes her happy, you know what I mean?
It makes her happy to.
Do you not understand how much hate I get as well?
But you do this to yourself. You guys
but I'm
realize
okay with that.
this is your thing.
I like the Discord.
Yeah,
so you like to get crapped on. That's on you. I don't feel sorry for you if you like to get made fun of.
I don't care about getting made fun of. I don't care about people's opinions.
Obviously you do, because you get pissed off, right?
I don't get pissed off. You're saying it's all about Lisa in this Discord, and it's not. I get torn up every fucking day.
You do, but you want it.
Okay, you're an attention-seeking whore. It's not just about Lisa.
No, the next one we do, we're gonna name it, Lisa and Kim questions, because they usually will ask a question to you also. Okay. But yeah, they talk about her too on the Reddit and the Discord. Anytime I pop in here, that is what I also see. So it isn't just me, and a lot of the stuff I deserve. Some of it, no. A lot of it is fair. And like I said, I can laugh at myself. Believe it or not, I can see a video, and if it's funny, I laugh. Also, so I don't know how to explain it.
And I feel like our friendship makes it even stronger on the fact that we can even get through these cunts and their bullshit. Literally, like the fucking shit they put us through and the conspiracies they make all the time.
Yeah.
Like, do you think that it doesn't bother me that they tear me up every single fucking day in the Discord? I just don't acknowledge it. I don't respond to it.
Yeah. It would bother anybody, no matter how tough they are, because people are human, right? And that's why I'm not in the Discord constantly or over on the Reddit, because you can't mentally read that stuff all day, every day, and it not fuck with you as much as you would like it not to. Okay. So, Kim, is Tech in here asking to come up, or do you see her? I don't remember where I found the people
Yeah,
at.
I just accepted her up.
Okay, thank you.
Can I go ahead and ask my question real quick?
Yeah, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
That's okay. Lisa, I've watched you from different YouTube pages and stuff like that.
Yes.
I just wanted you to know, like, everybody loves a train wreck and everybody loves a circus.
Right.
And right now you are the circus.
Mhm.
Everybody is sitting here eating popcorn. clapping as the trapeze, goes and the elephants dance and all of that, and you are the circus.
Yeah,
Nobody
saying,
in here, nobody
well,
in here really knows you to love and appreciate you. Your family does, yes. But when the circus leaves, you're there. You're going to be there to shovel the elephant shit. And we're all going to be snug in our beds late at night, laid up with our families. You're going to be there shoveling elephant shit and putting giraffes into the train,
mhm.
because you are the circus. You have to stop being the circus and be part of the crowd. And
Yeah.
that's all I wanted to say to you.
A lot of people do watch also. I just want to throw in there since you brought
Mhm.
it up. I think they watch and they say, "Oh my, no matter how bad my life is, it ain't that bad," right? And
Yeah.
it makes
And
them feel better
yeah.
about themselves.
Absolutely. And you have to decide when you want to get out of the circus and into the crowd. And I hope that this is it. But you have to be ready to do it whenever you are. But until then, you're always going to have spectators, and you're always going to have, people that donate to you because you're right. Their life sucks, and anything that they can do to bring you down, they're absolutely going to do it because it's going to make them feel better about their own life. So quit being the circus and go buy you a ticket and see the circus from a different side.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Good luck. Bye bye.
All right, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Can I go
Okay.
now? I've been up here for a while.
Yes, and then text me if you are starting to need to like roll or something, and I can pull some strings or something. I know the owner of the Discord. Let's just put it that way. I got some pull. But sorry, Plum, go ahead.
No, you're fine. I'll be quick. I just basically want to say that, or I shouldn't say, I want to ask this. So we haven't got an update today, right? So what is going on, right? Because we've been hearing for 2 days. This is your third day,
Yes.
right? I'm honestly, I'm looking now that you're on day 3. Okay, I can get through day 3. I can get through day 4, and you start this mentality of I can do this on my own, right? That which we all know, I think you can't, but you're going to
I
get to
can.
that point where you're going to convince yourself that you can, right? So what is going on? Because we're all just waiting. I know some of us are in here just to hate, but those that are trying to support you are just wondering what is going on. You know, I, I've been in your shoes. If you wanted to go, you'd go, and that's the way I feel about it. So I don't mean to interrupt. If you could just tell us where you're at, what are we waiting on now?
I am waiting for the same. Nothing has changed since yesterday. I am still just waiting for the nurse or nurses, I don't know, to approve that when I get there, they have all the paperwork to give me my methadone every day. And then I don't know exactly who from the administration or whoever handles it books the Greyhound and gives me the details, and then I will go. That's what all I'm waiting on.
Did they give you any time frame of how long that will take?
There's a bed
They
available tomorrow. There's a bed
what
available tomorrow. So I don't mean to interrupt. Sorry.
You're
You
fine.
know the address from the place up in Pittsburgh that you can walk in the doors 24/7. You've been given that address, correct? You know where that facility is, correct?
Yes.
Okay, that's 24/7. That's a safe haven. That's not, and that's for like I'm ready to go right now, but there's not a bed available. They'll keep you safe until the bed's available. There is a bed available tomorrow,
Yeah.
for you to have methadone. Okay. Or there's a bed available Wednesday the 6th at the same facility, but a sister's facility if you chose to do detox.
Well, yeah.
I don't know what you're saying that you're waiting for something. We could actually get off this call, or I could get on this other phone that's sitting right here and we could do the intake. But I don't want people knowing the name of the facility because I don't want people to be calling this fucking facility.
Right. Yeah, there's beds available at Bowling Green. There's been beds available.
It's
I
4 hours away. You don't
I
need a
just
bus. You don't need a bus. They don't have transportation. I just got off the phone with them. Now, Cynthia had a shitload of shit for you. Where's all them numbers at? And no, I did not go to Pittsburgh this morning, by the way.
But where's all that stuff at? Thrown away, or you was too into the addiction, too into your high to even hear her and
I
anything that
had
she.
it. No, I had it in my notes in my other phone that got taken. So I had it
Okay.
up until 2 weeks ago. To
Okay.
be fair,
So, Lisa, if you say you're ready to go, why can't we all get off this call? You call Tech and you go, right? Because we're here and you can go right now.
No, tomorrow, bed's available tomorrow. All she got to do is
Right.
call and do her intake and get there. 4 hours. Your sister will take you. I'll take you. There, you don't need a
I'll take
greyhound.
you.
You don't need a greyhound. You don't.
okay. Even
You
if
gotta
I
call
wipe,
and you got to call and do the intake. And no, I'm not trying to make this about me.
no, I already did the intake with them. Like I said, I just need their nurse to approve that. That is it. That's all I need. And say you're good. When you get here, we will give you your methadone.
Yeah, I don't know who you talk to because yeah, I don't. Then you should call back.
Oh yeah, I already just told my mom that if they didn't, I gave them a little bit of a break yesterday because it was Halloween. All I did was call with my RSS just to make sure that they did get the fax, because apparently it was faxed 2 or 3 other times that they did not receive it. So they did receive it, but I called with her just in case they didn't, because I'm standing here. We're gonna do this again, or we're gonna email, or we're gonna do fucking something here, right? But that's what they said. They said, one of our nurses will look over it and, approve it. And then somebody will call with your transportation details. So if they don't call me by,
I'm calling BS. I'm calling BS right now because there is no transportation details. There is no transportation to that facility that allows you methadone. They can set you, set you up with maybe a bus or something, but there
yeah,
is no
they have to book a
transportation.
Greyhound.
You can get
That's
there
what I mean. And then they'll have to tell me like what day, what time, whatever.
tomorrow. Call
And
intake.
even if Jessie will take me, that's fine. If I talk to her, if I call her and she says, yeah, I'll take you. As soon as the nurse calls and says that, I'll say, yo, I can get a ride though. So, you know what I mean?
Well, the transportation, if you can get there yourself, they say transportation is great. What I'm saying is there's a bed available tomorrow for you with the methadone. You need to hang up and you need to call them. And Kim, you said that this Discord isn't about Lisa. It's all about Lisa and a bunch of other people. I don't see you. I don't see any tag for you. Is there a
Then you're
Kim?
blind as fuck. Go back
Okay. Well,
through the
it's
threads and
about
you'll
a whole
see
bunch
me
of
on here.
people
It's
over here.
been 2 minutes
Okay?
now, Tech.
And she promotes.
Next.
Can I just finish since you
Yeah,
interrupted
go
me a
ahead.
little bit? Yeah. And I know, Kim, you said you didn't want to take questions. I just, if you don't want to answer, I completely understand. I just wonder what's your next step when Lisa goes? I mean, do you have plans? I only know what I read, and I don't know if half of that's true, but do you have plans to seek treatment? And my last question to you, Kim, is I know you rely on your boyfriend a lot. What does he think of this whole situation? And that's just me being curious. I mean, if you don't want to talk about it, I completely understand, but I just thought I'd ask.
Yeah, this is questions for Lisa today. I'm not really responding, but thank you for asking.
Okay. Sorry. Yeah. Sorry about that. She doesn't, want to answer questions today. But yeah, thank you. And thank you for coming up and your input. Who was next? Didn't I already talk to Mad Honey or no? Am I
Can I go
thinking?
next?
Yes.
Okay. My question's actually for Kim, and I don't want to get emotional because I know you were getting a lot of hate yesterday, but how much do you make an hour for being a crackretary? And also, do you get PTO? And also, did you get time and a half yesterday? I just need to know. Because it sounds like you're really employed here by Lisa doing all of her.
I thought you didn't know how to kick people.
Well, I just figured it out.
Okay. So basically, you guys know the way that you came up, or like where your position was when you came up. I know Captain Shady's been waiting a while, just because I noticed his PayPal picture. So if you want to go, you can go.
Okay, I just had a big question, and I know everybody wants me to ask this. So, why aren't you guys just being honest and telling us that you're just not going to go to rehab? Because obviously, you guys make way too much money to want to go to fucking rehab. Believe me, we know you make a lot of money off this app.
No, since
Off
my
of
main
Discord?
You make a lot of money off TikTok.
Oh, okay, because you said this app. I just want to make sure we were
Yeah,
not Discord.
No.
Okay.
It's a habit because I like to yell at people on TikTok. I'm sorry.
But no, I mean, was that true? Yes. Since my Loving Life XO has got banned, no, it hasn't been. It's not worth it at all.
And I also add in that I haven't been letting her use my payment app, so she's been having a little bit of a hard time receiving money.
I also just want. What was I gonna say? I lost my train of thought. But
Sorry.
well, thank you guys for answering that one. But it would be really awesome if you guys were just truthful about what you guys, were doing.
No, yeah, no, I know, and I'm trying to be, and I understand why people don't believe it or buy it, and are waiting for something. All I can do is just, prove it with my actions. You know what I mean? That's honestly, ma'am, all I can do. But I understand why everybody's thinking what they're thinking and not believing me. I do.
Well, I can only sit back and watch what happens, but thanks for having me up.
No worries. Thank you for coming up and being respectful. Who was?
Mad Honey, if you want to go.
I thought I already spoke to her. Did I or no? I could be wrong. That picture, I know that picture, so that's why I was asking. Yeah, that's what I thought, the
Hey,
picture.
Blue Eyes.
Hey, can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Good afternoon, ladies.
Hello.
I just wanted to, I'll try to keep this as short as I can, but I wanted to let you know that my son, when he was 12, lost his father. And it wasn't even to an overdose. Honestly, it was to a bad drug deal, and he got shot and killed. And
sorry.
What bothers me the most, Lisa, is that I'm worried that you're going to miss out on future events with your children. I want you to be there when they get married, when they have their babies, when they go through life, when they think, I need my mom, because they don't have their dad now. And I just really hate to see them go through with you what they did with their father. You've watched that hurt and that pain and that suffering. You're feeling it. I know you are. But I just wanted to just maybe give you some ideas, think about the positive things in life and the past positive things, and try to not focus on the negatives. Try to stay positive, because I think that mindset is powerful.
No, you're right. The mind's a very powerful thing. And, unfortunately, that is one of the things that Abby said to me last night. She said, I cry all the time. There's things that I want to call and ask you, about, the baby, parenting, things like that. She's like, and I can't do it. And that broke my heart. It broke my heart. And yeah, it broke my heart, because you're giving me the same advice I would give to somebody else, but it needs to get done. I need to just do it.
Yeah, my oldest daughter's 26, and she still calls me for everything. And she just says, I'm so thankful that I have my mom that I can go to and ask those questions. And I just want you to be here to answer those questions for those kids. And like I said, be there when they get married and do all the things that you want to see them do. So I'm giving you credit, and I appreciate you being honest, more honest. I wouldn't say completely honest, but more honest lately in the last few days.
Right.
And if it's true that it has been 3 days that you've been sober, I'm super proud of you, and I will tell you that because every day is a hard day. But I know you've got this, and I'm gonna keep praying for you.
All right, thank you. I like I said, all right now is prayers and well wishes. That's all I'm asking for at this
Well,
point.
you got it from me, ladies.
All right, thank you.
You're welcome. Have a good day.
You too. Man. Who I didn't see at all the order in which I saw. No, I saw Hell of a Life first come up. I do remember seeing her pop up, and then the rest I did not get to catch who was. I'm trying to do it in order of who was waiting, because that's fair. I don't really don't know. Hello?
We can't hear you.
We can't. Yeah, she's not even like green or whatever. Can you explain to her maybe how to fix it, Kimmy? Because it looks like she's off, but for some reason we can't hear her. I'm not sure.
I don't know. I don't know how to explain it because like I turned her volume up on my end and she's not mute, like I unmuted her.
Well, she's not even showing up green, which means it's not picking up the.
Oh, so she's probably just not even active right now.
Yeah, well, that's how I know if they can hear me because I see my green circle. If I'm talking and it's not green circle, I know that you guys can't hear me.
Okay. Poppy, you can go next.
Hold on, I gotta figure out this speaker.
We can hear you.
Okay, I can't hear you.
She's having the problem Kim I had yesterday.
Okay,
All
so
right,
at the
I got
bottom.
it.
Okay.
I got it, honey. Lisa, it's Rachel. We've talked on the phone a few times.
Yes, ma'am.
I just wanted to tell you I love you. I have all the faith in the world in you. And I know you've had enough. And I know that this is something
I have. I
that
really
you
have.
know it's time to do. We've talked before, and I believe in you.
Thank
I
you.
want you to know that.
Love you. Love you too.
You too, sweetie. Thank you, Kim.
Thank you.
I don't know how to drop down, honey, so somebody.
Mata Mommy, you can go next.
It's 5:00 somewhere.
Hi, guys. My question is for Lisa. I'm wondering what your plan is the next time when you go live with your lies, like you need an Uber, you're starving, your foot is infected. I just don't know. Now that you've sat here and verbally acknowledged all the lies that we know you lie about, do you want us to just sit there and pretend we don't know the truth? Or are you just gonna mute us and block us? I don't know what the point is.
I'm not planning on going live and asking for anything at all. But if that would happen for whatever reason, no, I understand that there's going to be the whole chat, saying what they're going to say. I don't know. I really don't know how to answer that. But I'm not planning on doing that at all. Like, no plans.
Okay, Hell of a Life, you want to go? I don't know why we still can't hear you. Okay, so when you're looking at your screen, can you just swipe up and change audio output? It will say iPhone or speaker right there, depending on your phone, towards the bottom.
If Kim, if she doesn't be able to fix it, okay, since she waited so long, can you message her with my cell phone number and I'll do like a private with her for like 10 minutes
Yeah.
after this, just so, because I don't want anybody waiting 2 hours to ask a question and then
She
this.
has to accept my. We can't hear you. I'm not. Maybe you have to unmute. Okay, so you just muted yourself. Press the button again. Can you talk? Are you on a phone call or anything that's gonna make it not talk? You have headphones in right now or something?
I'll just do a private if she wants to do a private.
Okay.
Because I'm not gonna have somebody waiting that long and then, you know.
Well, I'm gonna leave her up and hopefully she eventually figures it out.
Yeah, keep trying to figure it out, but it's frustrating because I couldn't figure out the speaker thing yesterday, you know, and it's frustrating. So
Okay,
who was next?
did we already do Michelle Perry or?
No.
Okay, so Michelle Perry, you wanna go? Can't hear you either.
I wonder if something's going on.
No, nothing's going on. Server mute, disconnect. They're not muted, so. Oh, now she muted herself. Can you swipe up and change the audio output? It's like where like the microphone is, the hand button, and the text button. If you swipe up on that part, there's gonna be a thing that says deafen or change audio output.
Can somebody else that's up here unmute and just try to say something so we can see if it's everybody or?
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can hear you. Okay.
Okay. You can go, Harley.
So I just want to step in. I'm a recovering addict myself. I've been cleaning up a mess for almost 4 years now. Your son got taken by the state. My kids got taken by the state. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
If you love your kid, you need to get it together. I'm not trying to sound mean. I'm not trying to do any of that. But you need to have the headstrong to sit here and say, look, enough is enough. My son needs me. My daughter needs me that just had a baby. You're a grandma now. You can't even be a part of that child's life because of your actions.
Mm-hmm.
I feel bad for your family because I did the same. I didn't do extent that you've done, but I put my own family through hell.
Right.
And you need to have the mindset of today is enough. I'm done with the begging. I'm done with the scamming. I'm done getting high. I'm done. You need to get to rehab. I hear thousands of excuses come out your mouth. If you want the help, get the help. People have offered beds. People have offered rides. Take them up on that. You're worried about you're not going to be able to dose with your methadone. They will dose you. They will completely dose you. Even if they don't have your meds right when you get there, they're gonna take you to your clinic to get your meds.
Yeah, but this rehab's 4 hours away.
Okay, they will still find a clinic for you.
I mean,
It's you're not gonna start kicking in there. They're gonna make sure you have what you need to be successful. In order for you to work the program, you're gonna have to take these steps.
I mean, you would think, right? That's the way that it is, right? But the guy I literally talked to said about the nurses approving it and said, because I would hate for you to get here and not be able to get your dose and have to leave or whatnot.
They will get your dose. That's just a matter of fact. I was on Suboxone. They got my dose right when I got there. In intake, before I even got to the facility, they had my dose at the facility waiting.
Yeah, well,
I mean,
they
do you
should be
feel bad
approved.
that you Do you feel bad that your family is watching all this transpire online?
Do I feel bad?
Yes. Do you feel bad?
Absolutely.
Do you feel bad that now that you were evicted from your place and now it's your parents' place, but your parents set down rules that you're not do you think it's fair that they kick you out and just let you be?
I mean, yeah, if they did or do or didn't even let me stay here, that would be absolutely fair.
What does rock bottom look like to you?
I've been in rock bottom.
Rock bottom should have been the day that they took your child.
That's
And that day
exactly
right then and there, you should have said, okay, I am changing. They took my kids 2 days later, I was in detox, and a week later, I was in rehab. You can do it, Lisa. I know you can, and I know you want to. You just need to put one foot in front of the other and do it.
Yeah, and like I said, to be completely honest, until Saturday, Sunday, whatever, last weekend, I, was done with it, kept saying I wanted to go, but had no intention of actually doing it until I had that dream, or flashback. I'm not going to actually say, but something. And I don't know, it just did something. And I am now just completely over it and ready to go. You know what I mean? And I had no intention before at all.
How long have you been using?
Using the hard?
Yes.
About 6 months straight.
All I gotta say is you need to get to rehab and you need to follow your case plan with CPS. That's the only chance that you will ever have to be in your child's life. Even if it's not reunification, even if he
Yeah,
gets adopted by who he's with,
right.
at least you can say,
See
look,
them, stay over, little things, right? I agree with you. Like
well,
I
thanks for
do.
answering.
What's that?
Thank you for answering.
No, thank you for being respectful. I appreciate it a lot. And I wish you luck too.
Ritzio, you want to go?
Hi, can you hear me?
Yes.
Hi, it's so crazy to be talking to you. Um, Real quick, about what the person that was just up said. Methadone and Suboxone are so different, and methadone is so much more highly regulated than Suboxone that I wouldn't be shocked if Lisa is telling the truth about, needing an authorization form and
I
all
mean,
that.
we're not going to cut you off at 2 minutes, but Kim, come off the mic. You were on the three-way. What did the guy say to us about the methadone at Bowling Green?
But that we needed
Yeah,
the
no,
30-day
yeah,
authorization or the
that's
Yeah,
what I'm
30-day
saying.
pass.
yeah, and the nurse approving it, or else I will not get it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no, that's
and
what
she
I'm
needs
I'm sticking up for
approval
you, Lisa.
from the, yeah, and she, just really quick, I don't mean to cut you off. She needs approval from the actual clinic that no matter her discharge, that even if she leaves early, that they'll take her back,
Yeah,
or
I
else they
I
won't take her at all.
I believe it, and it's not, I've been in recovery for almost 10 years. I've been on Suboxone for almost 10 years, and it's
Mhm.
night and day, the difference between the two in terms of like how strictly regulated it is.
Right.
But what I wanted to ask, so I just wanted to stick up for you a little bit on that because I do think that's probably the truth. Um, what I want to ask is, I've been following you for a really long time.
Mhm.
I remember back before your son was taken, when you were still in your old place, there was a period of time where tech would come on all the time,
Mhm.
and people were like a little more positive towards you. And I can remember one time specifically them getting on, I think it was tech and another woman, trying to get you beds for you and your son, new beds, and
Yeah.
trying to talk to you about getting into rehab, getting you whatever services you needed. There was
Mhm.
another woman on that same live who offered to bring you cleaning supplies and whatever. Do you
Yeah.
regret not like accepting that help at that time? Because really, at that time, Tech was saying you're going to lose your house, you're going to lose your kid, and it all came true. And I'm just wondering, like, what was stopping you at the time from
Um,
accepting that hand that they reached out to you?
there's a couple different time periods since I've been on there for 2 years, right? Okay.
Sure.
If it was during, so I'll answer it a couple different ways. If it was during the time period where I was just taking my methadone and Klonopin here and there, right? They all kept telling me to go to rehab, and I'm for what? I'm not you know what I mean? So I felt like it was just, I don't know. I'm like, well, for fucking what, bro? Like, I'm not even doing nothing wrong. So if it was during that time, that could have been what was happening there, right? If it was during the time I was slipping up, which was about 2-3 weeks before they actually removed my son, right? I didn't think that you needed to even go for rack. You know what I mean? Because it's mental.
And I can totally get that, and I can relate to that mindset for sure. But what about the other things that like weren't rehab related? Like I remember I think it was Tech and it was some other woman on there with her, and they were like pulling up a website to bring you and your son new beds, like new mattresses, and you were like, well, do you think they'll carry them up for us? And on and on and on, whatever it was. And like never again were the beds heard about. And it was just like, why do you feel like you couldn't like accept the hand that these people, and I don't know if the other woman ever brought you cleaning supplies. She was talking about going to Costco, you had asked for a couple of things. I don't know if she ever ended up bringing them to you or not, but like, I just remember sitting there being like, just say yes, like follow through, fill out the form, whatever the hell it is, and get you and your son, a mattress that's not black. So, people aren't ragging on you for it all the time, especially then. I don't think the hate was quite as intense back then, but
yeah,
I mean,
right.
it certainly was different than what most people were showing you in terms of attitude. It was kindness, and it just seemed like you just were reluctant to.
Well, I'm gonna answer that like this, and this ain't directed at Tech or whatever. Just in general. There's a lot of things that get said on the app that do not get followed through with off of the app. Okay. I don't remember this certain instance or what happened with the lady with the beds. Okay. Did that guy leave? Oh, no. Okay. But yeah, there is a lot. You'd be shocked of people that say things on here or on TikTok, I should say. And everything isn't what it seems to be. And I get the blame for all of it. And I just take it because there's really no point in defending myself. So I just don't say anything. But that's the answer. I don't remember the specific instance. I don't know if she brought the cleaning supplies. I don't know to answer that one. And like I said, that ain't at Tech. This is just in general. People, the chat, creators, all of it, right? There's a lot that gets said that doesn't get done, and then automatically it's Lisa didn't or whatever, or Lisa did, right? And that's just the way it is, unfortunately.
Yeah, I can understand that. Thank you for answering my question. I appreciate it.
No, I tried to the best I can. But thank you.
Thank you
Thank
for
you.
coming up. Okay, milk and cookies.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Hi, Lisa. It's nice to speak with you. I guess I just wanted to tell you Jesus loves you. I feel like that dream may have been, I don't know, in my personal opinion, Jesus reaching out to you. I hope, I pray for you, dearly. I truly hope you get the help that you're so needing. I really, truly do.
Oh, thank you. And I agree with you. I think it was something, because it shook me to the core. It shook me really to the core. So it was something.
Yeah, I believe that. I don't know. I truly hope that's what said you can get whatever it is you need and that you can get on your way. I do believe you deserve to be happy. You deserve to have a good life. We've all stumbled. We've all fallen. You can do it. I truly hope. Oh, I did have another question. I don't understand the methadone. What is that for, and why have you been that so long?
That is for people that, need help getting off of opiates, whether it be heroin, fentanyl, pain pills, any kind of opiate.
Mm-hmm.
I've been on that, 19, 20 years.
Mm-hmm.
I, had a very short, it sounds ridiculous, but I had a, you know, 3 months that I was on H and found out I was pregnant with my daughter, who was 19. They put me on methadone at the hospital while I was, pregnant. I went in for a UTI. They put me on methadone, and I've been on it ever since because I'm a chicken shit about coming off of it.
So it does something. You're addicted to the methadone at this point. Is
Yes.
that? Oh my gosh.
I mean,
That's
yeah,
horrible.
you can put it like that. Yeah, absolutely.
Mhm. Oh my goodness. Again, I'm going to let somebody else talk. I just wanted to let you know, I feel like Jesus wants you to know he loves you. And I don't know where you are with him at this point, but I just feel like I had to tell you that.
No, I
And
thank
I'll
you.
keep
These
praying
aren't the
for
type of
you.
people that need to be on Discord.
I'll continue to pray for you, Lisa.
Thank you.
Take care. Somebody
Have-
boot me if I don't know how.
Okay.
Mhm.
Can
Mhm.
okay, here we go. Or I can, let me see if I can do it again. I think she got her. You got her? Okay, thank you.
Megan?
Joey, I'll get you next. I'll get you next, Joey, after
He
Megan.
already came up. He has to wait till
No,
his
I'll
turn.
wait my turn. I got a long wait. I'm good.
Okay, sorry. Okay, Megan.
I don't know why we can't hear people. Megan, if you're looking at your screen right now, there's 3 dots in the top right. Top
Certain
right.
we
If you
can't.
click voice settings, can you just see if your volume output is up, your soundboard is up, etc.?
I think they can't figure out how to put it on.
Did anything get changed that would
No,
make?
not at all. So when you're also looking at like down where you put yourself on mute in the hand, if you like swipe that up, there's something called change audio output. You can put it on speaker or iPhone. I mean, depending on the phone you
Now,
have. There you go.
can you hear me?
Yep, now we can hear
Okay.
you.
Okay, Lisa, I just want to say, like the lady before said, Jesus loves you and you're here for a reason. And you're a mother, but first of all, you're a human being and you deserve happiness. And I pray that you find it. I've been clean for 6 years, and it's the hardest thing you'll ever do, but I promise you, it is the most rewarding thing.
Congratulations.
Chasing that high is so damn exhausting.
Yeah.
You
Yes.
wear yourself out, and you're just, I know the feeling, baby, and I feel for you. And, I don't know you, but I feel like I do. Because I've been in your shoes, not to your extent. I didn't get that far. But I'm going to say this there, but for the grace of God, that could have been me. That could have been me.
Yeah.
And I
Yeah.
thank God every day that it was. But it could have been. And, tomorrow it could start back. And we never know what tomorrow offers, but just putting your left foot, one behind the other and
Mm-hmm.
just letting go, the control, because that's one thing you could control,
Mm-hmm.
and the control is a big deal in addiction. And you've had control of that. And, you know, I heard a guy speak this morning, laying it at the feet of Jesus on your hands and knees. I'm talking about get down on your hands and knees and pray. But I'm not going to tell you, you got to do this because you don't have to do a dang thing. You do what you think is right. But I honestly think that treatment is going to be the best thing. I had to go into an inpatient. When my mom died, within 6 weeks, I was so wrapped up in my addiction. So I had ended up in treatment, and it was the best thing that ever happened to me. And I promise you, you will feel so much better about yourself because it's not, I know getting on here and all the negative things that people say, I don't know how you've dealt with it this long because I couldn't have.
Yeah,
It's
it's
not right for anybody to say because you're a child of God. And I'm sorry that things are the way they are because I know there's trauma within you or you wouldn't be where you're at. And again, I'm going to say, I finish up and say it. I pray that you get whatever demons you're dealing with, that you figure it out and can turn it over.
yes, ma'am.
Just
Yeah,
remember you're loved.
thank you. I
Even
appreciate that.
on your worst day and you think the world is completely against you and there's 1.6K people talking crap, telling you all these negative things. Remember, you're a child of God and there's a reason why you're here. There's a reason.
Yes,
If it's
ma'am.
not anything but to teach me a lesson, or one of these people that are running their mouth saying crazy stuff, you may be teaching them a lesson about some things.
True, very true. God works through people.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. But I hope that you accept the help. The longer you put off going, the easier it's going to be to say, oh, never mind.
Right.
I don't think I need to go.
You got to
So,
go when you're ready. Absolutely.
yeah. So, take care of yourself
Thank you
and
so
take
much
care of
for
yourself.
coming up.
All right. Y'all have
Have a good
a
one.
wonderful day.
Okay. Thank you. Bye.
So, for everyone that's streaming us on TikTok right now, I'm just gonna say a bunch of words. So, yeah, I bought a bunch of guns today and a bunch of bombs.
Oh my God, got me a week ban, and I'm not gonna say that word. You know what I
Oh
mean?
no,
But
I wouldn't want to say anything like that either.
no, but that's the only one at the top of my head that I know has actually got me banned. That I know for sure. So.
But I feel like if we talk about guns, that would get us kicked for sure.
Yeah. Oh boy, this is a wreck. Not a wreck, but you know what I mean.
Okay, Joey, your turn.
I feel like if you had just waited for me to come up the way I speak naturally, probably would have gotten the
Would
TikTok
have got
thing
him.
taken care of. Yeah. Yeah. So you said something when right when I came up that I didn't acknowledge. You said we're becoming friends, and the chat went fucking nuts. I guess.
Oh, I'm not
They all
reading it. Sorry.
no, that's cool. They all said that I've given you money now or whatever, but you can all
But
rest
see,
assured that last night when I was on and I said I had to go to work, I'm
yeah,
still at work. So I don't give my money away. I work fucking hard and long hours. I don't fucking give my money away to anybody but my wife. So just so we're all clear on that.
but
Certainly not going to Lisa.
do you see though, Mr. Joey, though, how these conspiracy theories start and how this, you get what I'm saying?
Oh, I've
Like that
seen
was
it. I've seen
literally
it
a joke
before. Like
because
common sense.
you've been up here.
Yeah, there's a lot of common sense that's absent. Like
Absolutely.
over on
I've been
Reddit,
saying
I went to Reddit this morning and I saw there was a bunch of people saying that just by going to Discord, they're going to get your information, and that's that. Like literally, none of my information is on here, so like it's not. those things
No.
aren't doable. There's people that are sure of it too, and there's a lot of morons. I get that. I see what you go through, and I don't even have TikTok. I watch your shit on YouTube, but and I see what you go through. I get the frustration. I do. At the same time, your frustration, you have to understand it. You can't get angry when there's 2.6K and nobody's giving you money, because
Right.
those 2.6K, there's maybe 5 people in there that are saying nice things, and that's
Right.
and they've probably given you money and they're not going to do it again, or they're just the only ones who give you whatever the setup. But that's it. You're not getting any more money. Kim's going to have to be it for the day. She said that she gives you money every single day. Whatever.
She
But
used to, if I needed it, but not recently. But I want to throw one thing in there about the payment things, right? I'm glad you brought that up. As much as me and Victoria don't get along, okay, at this moment, she did, I guess, do a live that she checked that out. She said, I'm going to take, this information and see if I can open a Cash App, a PayPal, a Zelle, with this little bit of information, right? And she said she tried it, and every single one, she at least came to, you needed the last 4, if not your whole 9-digit social security number. They cannot get any of them accounts open without somebody's correct social security number, at least the last 4 digits and date of birth. So the whole thing just makes no sense to me. Like you said, common sense. These people have these apps.
yeah, no, we're talking about financial institutions. They're not just going to hand them out willy-nilly, and if you don't verify it, it goes away. And you may get a couple of bucks for a day or so, but you're not doing it in other people's names. Everybody knows that. If you get a Cash App in somebody else's name, people need to understand that Cash App was given to you by that person. It's not these are people that are giving you Cash Apps, like Victoria, who's still lying about that shit. So like, it gets old, it gets tiring. I can understand that, but
I just can't believe, like, that was a joke, like I said, just because you've been up here the past 3 days multiple times, so I was just like, we're becoming friends, and now it turned into that you give me money and shit. Like, it makes no sense how we got there. I'm sorry about that. I'm sorry.
I don't give a shit. You got to understand that I don't give a shit what anybody says. I'm not from that generation. The fucking internet can all suck my dick. It doesn't matter to me. But but my biggest thing is that you're still things that you said today or last night. I think that, and that's just that, that's
fair. I understand.
That's what drug addicts do.
I understand.
That's what we do. I've told my share of whoppers in the past. It's not okay, but it's what happens.
Right.
This rehab that you're talking about, I get the methadone thing. Trust me, I get the methadone thing because I was on Suboxone for years, but there are other places. There are other places that would take you today and solve your problem. I know there are, because they exist, because it's harm reduction. They don't want any more people to die, especially in your state. The East Coast got hit harder than any place else in the country when the opioid epidemic started. And my first doctor was the guy who started the Suboxone thing in Boston. So especially Pennsylvania right now, they're doing what they can. There is a place for you that checks all your boxes that you could walk in the door today. I know it. I think you know it deep in your heart. And I know the reasons that you're saying inside, you really believe they're reasons, but they're excuses. They're excuses because it's fucking terrifying, and the whole prospect of it is just terrifying. But the end result is not terrifying. The end result is your children, your grandchild, your family. That's what it is. It's healthiness. It's because you're unhealthy. You remember when you got your blood done and it was coming out in a trickle? That's because crack cocaine makes your blood so fucking thick that you're gonna have a stroke. Crack induced strokes are a huge thing. They're huge. it'll happen sooner or later. And this is what I keep saying. And this doesn't even cover the fentanyl shit, but you're on your way to, you know what? You would be lucky to die, because if you have a stroke, you're going to be in a fucking wheelchair drooling for the rest of your life. And somebody's going to have to wipe your ass forever. And you're going to be in some fucking county facility. People don't give a shit about you. This is not, that's what I meant when I said you're headed to a dark place. I know people that live that way now because they didn't stop in time. You got to think about it.
And
your
Mr.
kids
Joe,
won't
you could be right. I could be 90% ready, but I'm not 100. You get what I'm saying? But something has changed where I am way more ready.
No, I think I hear that. I think I hear that. I think you're right there. I think you're right there.
I really am. Like,
you've had so many events happen that have pushed you maybe to get right there.
Yeah.
That last event, for me, that last event was dying on my bathroom floor by myself. Like that was what did it for me. And thank God I was found in time. But
scared you straight.
What if you're not fucking found in time? What if you're on the side of your dad's house smoking a cigarette and nobody comes out to check on you? What if you're fucking screaming in front of Moman's Market and you have a stroke and all these motherfuckers just keep walking? Because that's what people do nowadays.
Yeah. I mean,
your final event could be your final event.
I know nobody believes me that I don't do the Fent or the H because of the images that have came out. But the truth of the matter is, like, I don't do it. But here's the truth of the matter. I still do take my methadone, and I still do the Klonopin, which is where those pictures come from, where the nodding off online comes from.
Oh,
but
yeah, I know that.
Deadly mixture.
That's a deadly combination, especially the way you take it, because you get them and they're gone in 2 days, right?
It's happened. Right now, to be honest, my dad has mine because, you know, and then I think I
Because you
said
were
that.
racked. Yeah, that's.
But yeah, it's a deadly combination. So if anything was to take me out, it would be that right there.
Actually, you know, I'm surprised it hasn't happened to you yet.
I'm absolutely surprised myself, to be
Because
honest.
there's fent and crack everywhere.
Sorry.
Okay, let him wrap it up. Okay,
Get better. Stay away from the crack because I'm telling you, there's fentanyl in it. You're gonna find that batch one of these days. Get better. Take care.
All right, talk to you later. Sorry, I need to put like a timer or something, Kim. Sorry. I don't know who was next. Kim?
Yeah, sorry, I was just banning someone.
Who should we call next? I'm not
Whoever
sure.
wants a Breezy B, you want to go?
Okay, yeah, thanks. I'm ready going to work. I have a question and kind of a statement. But my question is, Lisa, whether I honestly I don't think you're planning on going to rehab or you would have, but aside, I know you keep saying you're trying to find one that'll work with the methadone. You've been on methadone for 19 years. Methadone is not meant to be a lifetime solution.
Right.
Why are you intending to go to rehab and put all that work in, if you're intending to go to rehab at all, and then still come out on methadone? Because that's not going to fix your solution. You're still going to be in the daily grind of getting up, going to the clinic. It's still going to be the same cycle, and you're not going to get better. You're going to fall right back into the same habits.
Yeah.
It's not going to get better. You've got to come off that too. That is one of your biggest problems. Because it's the lifestyle.
Yeah.
Are you there?
Somebody called me, and for some reason it took
sorry.
my speaker. No, it took my speaker. I didn't even answer it. But I have actually been looking into that. That's where I got the information about the doctors now doing the, you know, methadone / Suboxone thing, you know, at the same time. And, you know, if I get to go where I, you know, am planning on going, and, you know, they specialize in this, taking people off the methadone in 30 days, right? So that is absolutely a thing that I'm going to do. My dad would be so proud of me if I could do that and get off of it.
Yeah.
So proud.
I feel like every time you've even thought about going through rehab, and this is just my opinion, I'm not stating this as fact, but it feels like to me, you talk with Kim and then you change your mind, you back out and you don't go. I don't know if she wants to be the one to help you and not anybody else. I don't know. I'm just giving my opinion, but
yeah, no, honestly, like I said, I honestly have never had any intention ever of going. Like, truly, I've wanted to. I've planned it. I've, deep down wanted to. I felt kind of forced to because of my children. You know what I mean? But I never really had a plan to. You know what I mean? Like I do now, where I'm actually like, yeah, y'all,
well, how are
I'll,
we supposed to know that now you're actually planning to when we've heard this? I mean, you got to be honest, Lisa, we've heard this many times.
yeah. Well, that's the thing. You don't, and I don't expect a lot of people to even, believe it. And like I said, all I can do is
Well,
go
prove us wrong.
and keep not
Take Tech
asking.
up on it. Take
Yeah.
Tech up on the bed she's got. Go
Mhm.
tomorrow and go. Prove everybody wrong.
Well,
That's
that's
the only
all.
way you're gonna do.
Yeah. And not ask for money in the meantime, or,
Yeah.
that's
Well, I
all
mean,
I can
Kim
do
may be giving you money. I don't know, but
to prove it.
yeah. And the statement I want to make is just, people and this isn't against you, Lisa. This is just against other people, really. People who are fanboying on Lisa or standing or treating her like a celebrity, like, oh my God, I can't believe I'm talking. That is part of the problem that got her to this point. Because people treat her like some kind of celebrity or fanboy, like, oh, I want to get her number. Oh, and let me email her. Hi, Lisa. Make sure she waves to you in her chat. It's weird, and that is what has got to this point. People need to treat her like just any other person, not some celebrity, not not a fan type situation. She's a human, but also it coddles, and coddling never helps an addict. It doesn't. And an addict does not need fans. An addict needs people who are like Tech. That's what an addict needs. People like that, not fans, not people trying to reach out and tell their story. I mean, stories are great, but Lisa said in a live before, the stories really don't help her. So stop standing over her, please. It's creepy, it's weird, but it's not helping her. All right, that's all I wanted to say.
Okay, thank you. Scapegoat.
I'm gonna come on here a little bit more polite than I was last night. I have a couple questions I'd like to ask you, if that's okay.
Yeah, absolutely.
I keep seeing in the chat everybody's saying that this server is monetized. Are you guys making anything off of pushing this Discord?
Not at all. Not at all. We did not make
Yeah.
$1.
I'm not making anything. I didn't hear of anybody making anything. I don't even know how you make money on Discord.
We can make tiers if we wanted to and start charging for them.
Oh, you can?
Yeah, you can make tiers if we wanted to. Because
okay. Well,
it's past the 28th.
I Googled it and it said that you had to have subscriptions for it. So I wanted to clear that up for the chat because everybody was saying that it was monetized.
Yeah, no.
And
there's guidelines to it, so you had to have the Discord for so long, right? Then you had to have over 1,000 people. Then there was another guideline to where you couldn't have anything. It couldn't be age restricted, so it had to be able to be all ages. There's just so many guidelines to it. But on the 28th of October, we were able to start monetizing if we wanted to.
And is that something that you're wanting to do? Is that why you're pushing the Discord right now?
If I was actually going to try and do that, I would have started setting up the tiers on the 28th, then pushed the Discord, and then made everybody buy a tier in order for them to come in. So no, that's not why.
Okay. And last night you said when somebody, and Lisa, this question's for you.
Yes.
Someone asked if they'd ask you something about tech, and you said that you didn't want it to be a public spectacle, right? It
Mhm.
didn't have to be a public spectacle. Well, is this not a public spectacle?
Yeah. Yeah. This is a public. Yes.
So, what is the difference in accepting help that's given to you, regardless whether it's here or whatever? Is it because it's not Kim that's helping you? I mean, and I'm not meaning this in any way. I'm just trying to understand.
No. 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 Not at all. I honestly, I don't care who gets. You know, wherever I end up going, I don't honestly care who gets it, who can, has the resource, whatever, the case may be. It's, I just, how should I answer this? I try not to say things, like I said, that are said in private, right? Um,
Right.
on live stream, and I've talked to Tech, and I've talked to her about a lot of private things, both her and and I don't ever want to say anything that she doesn't like want me to say, you know what I mean?
I
Or this.
understand. I do understand that.
So I wasn't sure. I wasn't sure, like, exactly what the name was, or what the like, I just wasn't sure, you know what I mean? And so I did text her last night. I did speak with her this morning on a phone call before I got on here. That's why I was late. Um so I mean, yeah, does that kind of answer it? I'm not sure if I answered it,
Yeah,
but
it does. It does. And I want to let you know that there's going to be parts of your recovery that are going to be completely private that do not need to be public at
I
all.
agree.
I mean, it doesn't have to be, like, and ultimately, I'm not gonna sit up here and tell you like go to rehab, because it's not gonna work if everybody's pushing you.
Right. If
Um,
if somebody's not ready, right.
yeah, and it's gonna more so deter you. My family used to do it to me. The
Right.
more they told me to go, the more I didn't want to go. You know what I
Right.
mean?
Right.
I want to know what's different this time. What is like what's changed in this decision? Because I'm gonna be honest, like, and I'm coming from a hesitant and leery direction. I would love to say, okay, Lisa's finally going. You know what I
Right.
mean? What's different this time that you think that you're really done? Because in my opinion, and I hate saying this to you, but it feels like this is another stunt for something bigger that you know.
Yeah. And I, like I said, I can't get mad at that. I can't, because that's what I've done in the past. But there isn't anything coming. There really isn't. And the only thing I can explain of why I think it's different is because I was already over the whole situation, all of it. Um, and then having that flashback, it just, I don't know, it did something to me, and I don't know, that pushed me like the last whatever percent I needed over the line,
Right.
it's
And
just, it's not fun
I mean,
anymore.
and that's what I was getting ready to ask you because I've done everything from heroin to pills to meth, and it used to be fun until it wasn't.
Hmm.
You know,
Yeah,
um, and I hope that that's where you're at with it
it's
because
where I'm,
there is an army behind you that wants to see you do the right thing.
like, getting high is not even fun. It's
So
not fun.
when you get high, like, are you getting paranoid when you get high? Like, can you explain? Because like, there's people like I want to know like what your I don't know getting high ritual is like. You know what I mean? Because everybody's got one.
um in
Like,
what
what do
sense?
you do when you get high? Like, what's your thing to do when you get high?
Nothing, honestly, as stupid as that sounds, just sit and do normal shit.
So you don't like look in the mirror, you don't pick, you don't tweeze, you know what I mean?
I used to, when I was only doing it every couple months or once every couple years or whatever. I do it and run around like a maniac, cleaning the house, or, yeah, jumping in the shower, fixing, my face, washing it 30 times. Um, since this situation, no, I can literally do it and sit down.
Well, the reason that I asked that is because, like I said, like it was, it comes to a point where getting high is not fun anymore. And I don't
Yeah.
know that you're not there. I don't know if you're there. Nobody knows that you're there except for you.
Right.
But also I wanted to know if what's going to happen to, like, what's Kim's plans when you go to rehab? Like, what's going on with that? Because
Um,
once you're in rehab, she has no way to make money. She has no way to really really no reason to even be relevant. You know what
I
I'm
never
saying?
even made money off of her, so that's
oh,
not going to be an
me.
issue for me.
Yeah, I
But
was
you
gonna.
do. But you
But
really
I
do.
don't. No, but I
But you
really
really
don't.
do. But you really
Well, you
do.
clearly don't know that I don't make money off of her. I want her to go to rehab. The only person that should be getting notoriety for it is Lisa. When
Ain't
she
nobody worried about
decides
the
to go,
notoriety. Now, ain't nobody worried about the notoriety. It's about you getting honest about how much you make off of her. And you're going to
I
sit here and
don't
lie to
make
your
anything
friend's
off of her.
face. How many
Nothing
fake
You
that
guys
I.
screenshots?
can't just accept
How
the
many
fact that I don't make
how
money
many
off of
fake
her and
how
that
many
Lisa
fake
just has a
screenshots?
friend.
How many fake screenshots have you shown your
That has
friend?
nothing to do with anything.
How many fake
A fake
screenshots have you
screenshot
showed
for her
your
dealer,
friend?
nothing to do
You
with
can
anything.
I ain't talk bitch, I'm not talking about her deal.
She doesn't even know what the fuck she's talking about. That's the only reason I ever made a fake Cash App.
I was gonna answer it the same way you just did. That was actually not all that, but that was my answer. I was gonna
And then
say
she's like, I'm
that
not
you,
even talking about the screenshots with the dealer. Well, then you don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
well,
Really?
that was my answer. If you I mean, I'm glad you jumped in and answered for yourself, but I was gonna answer it just like that. I think I may have talked over you. Even I said she doesn't make money off of me, so
It's
that's
just
not
hard
me.
for me to. It's hard for them to believe that anybody just wants to be your friend
Right, without an angle.
without anything like
Right,
getting anything from it.
anything. Right.
You can't have just one normal friend in your life. They need to be making something off of you. They
Yeah.
need to be making money off of you or followers or this, that, and the third. In the
Mhm.
beginning, it wasn't even followers because I had my gossip thoughts page,
I
right?
know.
And
Yeah.
I actually had both pages that I built from the ground up. It had
Without
nothing to do with followers. I
right.
didn't even bring that up. I never asked you to shout me out, nothing.
No. No, you didn't. You were trying to actually hide it from me. Not hide it, but
And
you
then eventually I came forward and I said, hey, listen, I'm Gossip Thoughts. I literally stopped posting when we became friends because I
yeah.
didn't want you to think that's the only reason I wanted to be your friend.
Yeah, you literally said that. You said, I've worked so hard to build your trust the last, week or so, and I don't want to break that. So, yeah, I have this page. I have posted about you. I'm not going to continue posting about you. You know what I mean? That's what you said.
But I mean, it's just crazy to think that, like, they could think I make money off you, Lisa, and, like, obviously the only two people that know the truth are me and you.
Right. And that's
But
all that matters.
I
Really.
know, but it's just crazy. It's just like, why can you not just have one normal friend in your life? Why can't someone want to be your friend just to be your friend?
Because they don't know the real me, really, and they don't know the real you. So they know what they see when we go live for an hour 2 times a day, right? Okay, Kimmy. So they think nobody will want to be Lisa's friend. You know what I mean? And they figure, that she has to be getting, which I understand. If I was on the outside, I would be thinking the same thing. She has to be getting something out of this because, who would want to be friends with her? You know what I mean? That's what they're thinking. But they don't know like the real person that I.
And then even when you go to detox or a program, they ask like, "Oh, what am I gonna do?" I'm not gonna do anything. I'm gonna stay off the internet like I always have. I'm gonna keep in contact with you. If you want to go do a Discord call while you're calling me just to say hi to people and update how you're doing, that's what we're gonna do. Like
Mhm.
if you wanted to touch base and be like, "Hey guys, I'm in here. It's been a week." Blah blah blah. Like,
Right.
but other than that, like even when you call me from anywhere or tell me anything, I've never disclosed at least 98% of the shit that you have told me.
I know.
The
I know.
phone calls were on a the phone calls were because and everybody wants to know why, is that you started blackmailing me and you just started acting completely different towards me. It wasn't just like, Kim, can I have money? You were just actually expecting it and demanding it, and then if I didn't have it at the time, you would use it over my head or be like, I'm gonna call Dan, or you know, shit like that. So it just your personality ended up changing for a couple days, and I was like, I'm gonna show people. That's the only way that I can prove it is just show people of how you were treating me on the phone. Like,
And
it's
I
not that I wanted to do that, but also you were on K-Pins, so you don't you know how you act on K-Pins? Like, you just don't give it up. Like, if you want something, you will
yeah.
call my phone from 9 I don't know.
No, you're absolutely right, and I apologized to you multiple times. We had that talk the other morning about when we first met, and you know, I apologize for even, not asking you like, how's your day? How are things going? You know what I mean? Things like that.
And that honestly has never even bothered me.
Right. Well,
That doesn't even
it
bother me.
bothered me
Like,
now that I
but I
see it.
mean, people just bring up the things are like, oh, you guys can't be friends because look at Kim. She put out phone calls, blah, blah, blah. Well, friends fucking do shit to each other. So you're gonna
We-
tell me that Lisa hasn't gone behind my back and been like, this Kim is a fucking bitch, blah, 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 and then came to
I'm
me and
sure I
called
have.
me and said, oh
Sure I
my
have.
God, I love you, Kim. Like, yeah, of course. You probably have, but that doesn't mean that we're gonna stop being friends
Well,
because of it. Like,
no, never like that. Like, I wouldn't be like, Kim's a fucking bitch, and then
I was just using an
no,
example. I
it
don't
would be
know.
when I'm like mad at you whenever the money wouldn't, whatever. You know what I mean? Like, or something is going not my way. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like
Um,
if it got put on hold or something.
yeah, something that's not your fault.
Yeah,
Um,
but like still that doesn't mean that like friendships have their ups and downs. Like I'm not a shitty person just
no,
because
not at
I
all.
put phone calls out. Also a big reason I put the phone calls out is because everybody thinks that I make money off of you.
Right,
Everybody. And I wanted to show them like, no, I actually give you a lot of money
right. No, you
when I
have
can.
helped me a lot.
And it's not just me, it's also Dan that helped. You
I
know,
know.
like
I love you
he
guys. I
knows
know.
where his money's going. Since somebody asked that question earlier,
He
my
does.
man knows where his money is going.
He does, and he will. I'll leave it at that. But yes, he absolutely knows what Kim does. It's not like it's she's like hiding and being manipulative to him in any way. But somebody asked yesterday a good question. They said, since you put the calls out, how am I even able to still trust you and speak to you? Like, and my answer to that, because I thought about it, is exactly what you just said. There is so much that I've told you that, you know, secrets that have even gotten out but didn't get out through you. You get what I'm saying? But you knew them for what months or whatever. That's how, because I still trust you, and I do know I was starting to get a little berserk. You know what I mean? And greedy, right? So I can't blame it all on you like that. You know what I mean? I just can't.
I
I'm
mean, but
sorry.
I did apologize for putting the calls
I
out. You know, like
I, I know.
I
And you
felt
said you won't put.
I don't even record the calls anymore. I felt mad bad about it. But like when I would try and go and explain it to Dan, like how you would talk to me or whatever, because he wouldn't be around, I wouldn't be
Yeah,
able to explain it. So I had to start recording it so I can just
you
give
have
him
to.
an example of like, see, this is how she convinces me to get the money, you know, like I don't know.
Okay. I didn't know that,
But
but
that's just
I'm
how it
sorry.
started off. It wasn't like I was just recording calls just to be malicious, you know?
Yeah.
There was reasons behind it. And like, yeah, I put it out of spite. Like there were so many times where you'd go up and yell my name a million times on live and I stayed quiet. I'm like,
I called you a junk. I've seen that video, remember? And I said to you, I do not remember this rant at all. And remember what I apologized 4 times, 5 times. I apologized the whole damn day. I felt so terrible about that. You know what I mean? But I don't know. I don't know how to explain it. I get in this like blackout,
Well, what you do,
desperate.
you have to on your tape-ins, you like cry non-stop, and it's literally a week shit show.
That's what D said. D said anytime I'd get upset, right, and just be upset about something, he would accuse me of, you didn't pick up your medicine, did you? Why are you crying?
He would
So
do
obviously
that
I
too.
do.
He would be like, "Yo, you need
Yeah.
to take those away from her, or something to throw them out." I'm like,
He
dude, I'm
hated
not
this
even
thing.
in reach of her. You gotta throw them out. Like,
Dude, he hated the fucking cave.
no, yeah, I know he did, but
He
I
said if
don't know. It's just the point that like, I mean, there's been so many times you've screamed my name online or did this or did that, and I've always stayed quiet. And then one night it was just almost like you're like poking the bee's nest, and like I've been like holding everything in, and I've been letting you treat me a certain way, and I've been like allowing it behind the scenes, telling you, hey, it's okay if you say this or do this. I don't
Yeah.
care because I don't come online and talk about it or address it anyways.
Right.
And then when I just one night, the Discord was like, you know how Discord is? They're kind of like, oh, Lisa's talking about you. Oh, Kim, what are you gonna do? They almost like act nice to your face just to try and like get you to like fight in front of them because they just want to see
Yep.
drama and they're neppy. But it's just
Yep.
like,
They're
so,
yeah,
but
you have some
then
absolutely right.
I just posted the calls, and I mean it wasn't supposed to be every single call, to be honest. It really wasn't. But then I noticed it's like 3 hours later and I'm still doing calls, and I'm like, okay, fuck this. I'm gonna stop now, you know?
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, I mean it's over and done with. It's out there. You know, there's nothing we can do about it now, but not do it again and do better.
I know it's so annoying when they try and say I make money off of you, because even if there wasn't ever an investigation per se,
Yeah.
and like the
Yeah.
cops came to me and they're like, hey, yeah, you're scamming people, you're taking money from her, blah blah blah. Dude, I have
Yeah.
everything that I would need just to prove that I'm getting, if they are getting scammed, which they're not. They're not, because the people
Kim,
that
no
send
one
money,
cares. No one gives a fuck. Okay, people have questions, so shut the.
Yeah, guys.
Can I go now?
so
Kimmy.
anyways,
Yeah,
they
1 second. Can we let her finish? Go ahead. Finish, Kimmy, your thought.
they I just kind of forgot what I was in the middle of saying, but
You said you have all the proof to prove
that
that.
I don't take any of your money, and then I give you money on top of it. That was it. But okay, Sticks, you can go.
I just sat and listened to that whole conversation. Whatever your friendship is based off is your business. You don't have to convince us. We are going to believe what we believe. Bottom line. My question is, Lisa, have you ever visited Kensington? That's only 30 minutes from Pittsburgh. Second question is,
No. No, I've
Okay.
never been to Kensington.
Okay. The second question is, you've gotten a lot of money and a lot of money from people, okay, over all this. If there was an investigation, what are you going to do? Because your best chance is to get in rehab and turn this around now. But we've seen you horrible to everybody that you wanted to send you money. And you were absolutely the worst person I've ever seen in my life. And to sit here and be how you are now is what, if you would have kept your life on the down low, it wouldn't be where you're at now. And, you know, Kim, I don't understand what your deal in this is. We're here for Lisa. And if your friendship with Lisa is based on true friendship, then that's great. But it's hard for us to believe, seeing the calls come out, that there's not more to it. Did I get banned?
No.
Oh, did they leave? Oh, okay. I mean, it's just everything we've seen. I've been watching you since June. I've been on family vacations watching you, seeing this. And girl, there's so many times I wanted to come to where you live and just shake the shit out of you and be like, oh my God, get it together. What is going to be the bottom line? Why did you hit it? And what was the dream? I mean, because we all sit here and watch it. We try to help you. We try to say, don't give her money, but you keep getting money. As soon as you say, I'm going to check PayPal, you're gone. It pisses us all off because you're mean as shit to everybody. And then if we don't give you what you want, you block us. You know, why is Kim on your Discord? Why isn't this just about you? Why don't you make your own Discord? Why don't you go through somebody that's not deep into your addiction with you? Go with somebody that's a innocent bystander that will say, hey, Lisa, this is what you need to do. Get it together. Just my questions.
Yeah. In all fairness, though, she does do that the past couple weeks, you know.
But before then, Kim, can I ask you a question? Are you in addiction also?
I think she used to be, but she's been clean for a couple months now. But I mean, she could probably answer it better. But
Did you go to rehab, Kim? And if you know Lisa's in this, you would not give her any money. I don't understand what you're getting from this if you're not getting something in return. Maybe it's just a friendship. I don't understand that.
It's just a friendship. That's what I'm getting from it, a friendship. And I'm on the sub.
But you live in Connecticut and she lives in Pittsburgh, correct?
Yeah.
yes.
Have you guys ever met?
We
No,
made
not yet.
plans. Like, of course, I'm gonna drive down there. I would did ask drive down there. I was about to last weekend.
Well, you know, Lisa, everybody's coming in being so nice, praying for God and all that kind of stuff. I don't get it. I don't get it. I mean, everybody's got something. Everybody's got some weird addiction. I smoke, I drink, I do my thing, you know? But I don't go on TikTok and beg for money to get me a pack of cigarettes. It's just not what you do. And I'm afraid you're going to look back at this and be like, oh, fuck. Look what an idiot I was. Look at what my kids, my grandkids, the next generations are going to see that I did. It's just something that blows my mind that you went down this road when you put yourself out in the public.
What happened?
I think she lost her mic. She hit her mic.
I'm here.
Oh, there you
I'm
go.
here. Sorry, my friend calls me every day at this time. But Lisa, I think I hear in your voice you're a very nice, sweet person at times. But when you want that drug, you're like, you are the devil coming out. But I think everybody gets pissed because 1 minute you're nice and then you call us all cunts, bitches, whores, trolls, and everything else. And we're like, what the fuck? You want our money? I work every day. I go to work. Instead of sitting on this call, I understand you're trying to get to rehab, but there's no more trying. You do it because the money train's ending. I think it's time that you get a job and support your own habit. We're not working for you. And I'm not being mean, just flat out saying it. Everybody's pissed. And most people are in here because they want to see you succeed. But on the other hand, we like watching it because we're like, how low is she going to go?
Right.
And unfortunately, I mean, like I said, I wanted to come and shake you. And I wanted to bring you to Ohio and say, look, sleep in my basement, get your shit together. I know people that have gone through this. Get it together. I mean, my question is, what's your bottom line? Is this it? What was the dream? Can you tell me what the dream was?
The dream, what I remember of it was, this is what I remember. I remember I was at my old place, okay, up in the projects. We came, me and my son, my youngest, we came out the door. He got on his bike. We rode, all the way through the parking lot to the, farther houses in the projects. And I went in to buy something, okay? And when you go in, there's like 2 flights of steps, right? And I guess the guy it's what I remember, okay? The guy was coming down and, I was like standing on the 2nd flight of steps. My son was at the bottom of the 1st. And the dream, and this may sound silly to some people, he was kind of just watching and trying to control the situation. The way I can explain it is trying to control the situation to try to make sure, because in the dream I told him I got to go get some cigarettes, right? So he was trying to control the situation and see what the guy handed me, right? But that right there, for some reason, broke my heart. It broke my heart. And that was it. Like, that was the dream that I remember. I don't know. But I woke up. I couldn't go back to sleep. I was crying. I don't know. But that was it, as silly as it may sound.
Okay, one more question. Are any of your kids addicted to drugs?
Abby smokes weed. I mean, that's a drug. Other than that, I'm not sure about little Cole. I know he was taking anxiety medicine. I believe he's clean off of it now, last I heard. But yeah, Abby smokes weed. And yeah, that's it.
Okay. Well, I appreciate it, but at this point, actions speak louder than words.
Yes.
And at this point, your kids need you. We all say it. We're all going to do it. I have 3 kids, and I don't know, Lisa. I mean, I enjoy watching you because it is what it is.
Right.
But we want to see, in the end, we want you to see better, do better. We all want to see you come back and have your story or whatever. But I don't know. I don't know what to say. I just want you to succeed. And I'm a mom. I have my addictions that I do. I don't do drugs, but I do cigarettes and alcohol. But just do it. Do you. But do it right by your kids. You have a grandbaby.
Mhm.
You have other generations. You're gonna look back at these videos once you're sober and like, what the fuck was I doing?
I agree with you that that's absolutely going to happen.
But I appreciate you letting me up, and I hope you get it together, and I hope people aren't so mean. But Kim, you got to let her do her thing. I feel like if she goes to rehab, you're going to lose your friend. She's going to come out a better friend when.
Yeah. I'm not a better friend.
Okay, my turn.
She's going to be a better friend when she comes out, and hopefully Kim sticks by that friendship, but it's not just on monetary value. Thank you, ladies.
Is it my turn?
Yes, whoever's. Yes, you can go. Whoever's unmuted and go ready.
Okay. I meant to ask you last night, and it just got so wild last night I didn't get a chance. Lisa, what did you mean when you was yelling there's a teacher on drugs?
I was just trying to scare somebody into giving me money by over exaggerating something.
Like extortion?
No, not like extortion. She gives me money all the time, and that's it.
I can't even hear who's talking.
I think it's me, Jules.
No,
right?
I asked the question and then
this is
somebody
why.
else
Go
started
ahead.
talking. I asked the question and somebody else started talking. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, and then one more thing. I keep seeing a video. This person keeps putting up saying that her elderly mother, her whole bank account got wiped out, and I just wondered about that.
Are we talking about the woman that bought my page, or is this somebody else that's making
Oh,
up
this
shit?
is I don't know. They said it's an elderly woman, and that her bank account got wiped out, and you guys did it.
I mean, people can believe what they want. Honestly, no, I've never wiped anybody's bank account. I wouldn't even know how to begin to do something like that. I don't know if it's the one lady. Kim, do you know if she's talking about what's her name or?
I have no idea.
Yeah, because people make up stories all the time. So I'm not really sure if she's, if she's not asking me about that one person. I don't even want to bring that up, but
There's
I
like
don't know.
one person we can't talk about and say names because of a protective order.
No, I
But
wasn't.
no, I'm just saying in general. But other than that, no, I don't know about any other old women or their bank accounts. I'm not sure what you're referring to.
Yeah, that's what I'm.
Okay, I just wondered about that.
Yeah,
At least I hope you go get the help that you need, and you do it sooner than later.
yes, ma'am. I agree with you.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Have a good rest of your day.
You too.
Crazy B.
I go?
Yeah, go ahead, babe.
Hi. I just have a couple of questions. Are you
Okay.
ready to go to treatment?
Yes. Yes, I believe I
Okay.
am.
You know you can make one phone call and you can go. You know that. You can make one phone call to one person and everything's took care of, right?
Who would that be?
You know who I'm talking about.
Tech?
Yes.
Okay.
You know
Yeah.
there's a bed waiting for you. Everything's already been waiting for you for a long time. Why don't you reach out and grab it? It's at your fingertips. It's right at your fingertips. And all this can be turned all the way around. Just reach out and grab it. Kim,
Kimmy.
Kim,
Yeah,
everybody wants to know, do you have one or two arms or whatever it is?
I have both my arms.
Okay, people's been lying on that too.
Yeah.
It's been made up
But
from the jump.
Lisa,
Yes.
you know there's a bed there waiting on you, don't you? Lisa, now this is really a great time to be honest as you can be. If you're ever going to be honest in your life, right now's the time. You have a bed waiting on you, correct?
Yeah, Bowling Green does. I said they have beds. They've had beds open for a couple, like I think, like a week or two. Yeah, they absolutely do.
Okay, why don't you go ahead and go instead of doing all this dumb shit?
I'm trying, like I said, as soon as the nurse approves it, I'm
But
out.
all you got to do is call one person, and it's like that. You're gone. You're in rehab. And Kim, you need to step back and get out of her way. Period. Because all you're doing is causing her more shit than what she's already got on her hands. But Lisa, you know for a fact that you got it. You all you have to do is make that one phone call, and you can go immediately. Instead of blowing smoke up everybody's ass and y'all doing this dumb shit,
Yeah,
you know it.
it's always Lisa, right? Blowing the smoke.
Yes, who else is it? Who all? Okay, who did this to you then?
It's him being in your way and making it so that you can't go to rehab, or making it so that you don't want
Kim,
to go.
shut the fuck up, Kim. She wasn't even
It's
talking to you.
no,
She was
I'm not
talking to
talking to you,
Lisa.
Kim.
Shut the fuck up.
You're not
Thank you,
standing in.
Sick
Y'all
Goat.
shut the fuck up and let Lisa talk.
Anybody else want to tell me to shut the fuck up?
Not
I
shut
want to
the
talk to
fuck
Lisa,
up.
please.
Who?
I'm
Kim,
not telling you to shut up,
Oh.
Kim. I'm sick and tired of hearing people blame
Well,
you.
I mean, you've already been up here for like 2
I
minutes
agree.
or so hurry up and wrap it up.
Me?
Yeah, you've been talking for like the last minute and a half. Like, there's other people
They've
that
been up
want to
here for
talk.
15 minutes and 20 minutes and stuff. I was trying to talk to Lisa.
I know, but I'm just saying that you can only have so much time each. We have a lot of people that are waiting.
Stop interrupting me then, please. Thank
So
you.
if you can wrap it up a little bit. Thank you.
Okay, if you would stop interrupting me, I could.
All right.
All right, Lisa. Lisa,
Yes. Yes.
you know all you have to do is make that one phone call, right?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. Now, everybody, there's your guys' answer. She knows she can go to a bed right this minute. Right this minute, she can go. And you know what? She don't want to.
Were you not in here when Tech was just here explaining about the bed situation and everything?
Mm,
Tech already went over this about the bed being available and to make the phone call and when it's going to be available.
Wednesday.
we
Did you
know
miss
she
that
has a
part?
bed. Nah, I don't know if I heard that part or not. No, I didn't. I'm not gonna lie. I didn't hear that part. I'm not gonna sit up here and lie about anything. But
Okay.
Lisa
Because
knows they
Tech
has
already
been
brought it
bed.
up.
Oh
what
my
keeps
God. Damn.
what keeps being said is that, you know, I can go right this second and they'll keep me in something called a safe haven until, you know, I go. But the thing is, I'm not on the street, so I don't technically feel like I need a safe haven until a bed opens.
You
That's for
do need a
people.
safe haven. You need something. The streets is not what you need. You need to be in a facility right freaking now. Instead of playing on Discord and playing all these questionnaires.
Oh God.
Okay,
I'm,
next.
it's honestly keeping my mind busy, and
I know, but they're just going on, and it's just
And
like ask
no,
the
no,
question.
that was the answer to the why are you on Discord and blah blah. It's keeping my mind occupied, honestly. But
But there's other people that want to come up here and talk too, and they're just like,
are you talking to me?
yeah.
Oh,
Like I know it's keeping your mind off of shit, but there's a line of people that want to come up and say something to you. So each person
I was
can't spend 5 minutes saying the same thing that was just said.
I wasn't saying it to you. I was saying it because the last thing she said was, you know, if you were serious, you wouldn't be playing on Discord. Well,
Oh, okay.
actually, me being on here is keeping my mind occupied rather than being bored and my mind going to, you know, I want to do this or that, right?
Yeah.
That's what I was answering, not like at you because you kicked her, if that makes sense.
No, I get it. I get it. Black Sheep, do you want to go?
yes, please. Thank you. Lisa, I'm not going to
Yes.
come and be like, are you ready? Take that step. You do
Right.
you. When you're ready, you're ready.
Yes.
I have a question for Kim too, but I'll go with you first. You said that you've been off the rails for about 6 months, right?
Yes, yes.
Okay. So you get prescribed methadone and you get prescribed your Klonopins.
Yes.
And I've watched you for a very long time and you have had to go dose daily. So my
Yes.
question is, the only reason why people have to dose daily is because they're pissing dirty. So there has to be something else that you're doing longer than 6 months not to get take homes besides
My
weekends.
my Klonopin was prescribed by my PCP and not by a psychiatrist.
My best friend, who's no longer with us anymore, didn't make it out of her struggle, had the same
Sorry.
situation as yours.
Mm-hmm.
And she didn't have to go in every single day because her Klonopins were prescribed by a PCP. And my
Okay.
other question for you is,
Leave it or don't.
I'm sorry.
I said people can believe it or don't. That
Oh, I
is
know. I'm just going by what I saw from my best friend.
no, I know. And honestly, if I'd have been at probably any other clinic, they would have given them to me because honestly, I thought it was wrong because I was completely legal. You know what I mean? I'm prescribed both of these medications, but
Okay.
It's
that
a
it was
lethal
their
combination.
call,
It's lethal.
Okay, can I speak, please? Thank you, Kim. My other question is longer than 6 months. When Jace was with you, and I hate to bring up him, it's not really what I want to do. Is you were getting money for him, and we're still begging for money online. And we all know you weren't paying your electric, you weren't paying your rent. So if you weren't on drugs, where was that money going?
when he was with me and I was getting his survivors.
Yeah.
Well, I paid my dad to take me to the clinic. I think I've explained,
Yeah, but
but
that's a couple of $10, $15. You know what I mean? Like, where's
No, ma'am. No, ma'am. Actually, when I'd get my check, I'd give them $300, and that was for the whole month.
Okay, for the whole month.
Yeah, I would give them that. And then what else did I do with it? You know, just honestly, silly shit. I mean, I was paying the electric for a while, but you know, I would do you know, I would like get Jace his games. He would every time I got his check, he would order 2 or 3 games on his Oculus, right? They're $30 a piece plus tax, sometimes 50, right?
Yeah, they're
He would
expensive.
yeah, he would I don't know, but I just know even not buying drugs a week later, I would be broke. I don't
I mean, you
exactly.
say that you were paying your electric, but your bill was over almost $3,000 when it got disconnected. That's a lot of months of not paying it.
Well, yeah, I've had the same account since probably my first apartment with Big Cole, and every time they would like just keep hacking on the old bill, right, from place to place, because I'd be on cap, right? So they would take that old money and just follow. That whole 3,000 wasn't just from, you know, Rhine Street.
Okay. Thank you.
So
Kim, I have just one question for you. Lisa mentioned that you've been sober for a couple of months. Are you doing anything to get your child back? What the fuck?
I don't know if she is open to answering that or not. I'm
Or
not
if there
sure.
is, if there's a plan. I know that her kid is with her family and probably doing very well. I just wasn't sure. I honestly think that both of you are addicted to the internet. And I think if you finally get the mental help and recovery that you need, you're going to realize that being on TikTok and Discord is not good for you. And I really hope that both of you guys realize that and
No,
you get
you're
the
right.
help that you need.
Addicted to social media. I agree.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm
And
learning something new. That's something new.
I'm gonna drop down because I know everyone's been waiting a long time and the 2-minute rule has not been going so well. So thank you for answering.
Oh no, thank you.
What?
I don't know.
Do we have an order?
I'm trying to look
But
into, you know, who's been sitting here the longest, right, honey? But it's hard. I promise.
yeah, no. I'm being patient. I'm being
I mean,
patient.
I'm sure they all can like figure it amongst themselves. Like, nope.xoxo wants to go. You can go next.
Yeah.
Okay, I mean, I hope I didn't cut in front of anybody, but so I wanted to say you kind of came up on my YouTube,
Okay.
and I kind of was watching you from, gosh, they show like old clips of you, old clips, and I'm just like, sometimes I feel really, really sad for you because, I mean, I like everybody has a crutch, everybody has something that makes them feel semi-normal. So I'm not in a position to judge you because I mean I got my crutch too. And I was really, really sad when they took your son away from you because I felt like even though he wasn't the driving force to help you not stay off that path, I still don't think that that's like the solution because that could be a make or break type situation. And I really feel like it broke you
It
for a
definitely.
while. And that was like, that made my heart break for you. And then I see like all the stuff that people tell you. And I'm like, I understand wanting them to cut off the money train because it's easy when the money's not yours to like get whatever rug of choice is for you. It's really
Yeah.
easy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And everybody pushes rehab, push the rehab, but you have to really want that.
Yes. I had
And
to want it. Yes.
and I feel like I'm listening to you now. Like I just came on Discord. I had been trying to like catch your lives on TikTok and I'd been trying to like find you. And I just got Discord like yesterday.
And you
And
found.
so I did find you. I did find you. And I just wanted to tell you like listening to you right now is probably the clearest I have ever heard you speak. I have ever heard like a desire to want better. And, I'm a really blunt person in real life. And,
Right.
I'm not one to sugarcoat something, but I just want to tell you, if nobody ever tells you, and I'm sure Kim tells you on the opposite side of things, but just hearing you today, you
Yes.
sound so clear, so coherent, so in the moment. And if nobody tells you, I'm really proud of you.
Yeah, thank you. I do appreciate that. And yeah, Kim has been, behind the scenes, like, I'm proud. You did it again, one more day. You know what I mean? And it's not that long. It's only going the third half of the third day, right? But people don't understand, like, that's huge for what I had going on.
It's
To
huge for anybody. Like I like to pop pills, that's my thing.
hmm
And dude, 12 hours in without one, and like my stomach's hurting, I feel nauseated, like I feel yucky. So if you're past the 12-hour mark, like kudos to you. Like that's amazing. Amazing.
Yeah. Well, the good thing, I guess, with what the thing I do, right, is I'm not physically going through it, which is good, because that would probably be a totally different story, to be honest. It's
Yeah.
mental, and like I said, the only thing that's happened so far is I'm getting dizzy a little bit here and there, and my hands are really shaky. But other than that, I haven't had anything yet. And kind of miserable outbursts. My mom says I keep getting mad and being like, wow, really? Wow. Like, and, just miserable shit,
Yeah.
but that's expected, I guess.
Yeah. Well, I'm really proud of you. I did have one question. Um, just, and I don't want to make Kim mad or anything, but I did have a question. So like when those calls or whatever were released, because that just popped up on my YouTube. Like I just saw those. And like
Okay.
the one where you were in that lady's house and then like whatever happened to you, I'm really sorry that happened to you. I wouldn't wish that on anybody. But like when that happened to you, what was the motive for recording that call? Like were you being a crappy friend to her at that time and we just didn't see that? Or like how did that call end up getting recorded? Like just in general. Like
From what yeah, I asked the same thing. And from what she told me, I didn't know this lady. I saw her at the clinic. I needed a ride home. Okay.
Mhm.
She was going to take me home. Then, I mean, I explained this on the call to Kim, which was totally truthful, because I didn't even know it was being recorded, right? She
Yeah.
said, I got to go home. I got to take my son to school. My husband's flipping, da 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 da. You know, I guess the husband sells rack, which is what I like to do. But, she didn't have chore. I don't know. I explained the whole thing, right?
Mhm.
So anyways, we end up at her house. She gets in a fight with the husband because she wrecked the damn van on the way home, rear-ending somebody. He he makes her leave or she leaves. I don't remember, but we end up at somebody else's house down the street. Some guy, some white guy. But what ended up happening at the house was this chick was taking some kind of pills. She does methadone. She's smoking rack. I don't even know what else she was doing. Right. So, um she accused me at the house. Well, me and this other older lady who was there and somebody else. There was three of us plus her and the guy, right?
Mhm.
She accused all of us of taking her stamp bags because she couldn't find them, right?
Mhm.
So we're all looking for them. I ended up actually finding them in her wallet, like stashed away. Okay. That's why in the clip you can hear me say, like, we just did this at the house. I found them, right?
Yeah,
I
I
didn't
heard you
do
say that. Yeah, I heard you say
right. So, but I called Kim because they were telling me that I had to take my fucking pants off and be searched. And the other lady's taking her pants off. And like, it was like, I was so uncomfortable and didn't know what the fuck to do. Right. But, anyways, they were found. But I think from what Kim explained, that right there made her start recording because she wanted the proof of what they were doing in the background because she could hear it.
that. What
But
did that make
I ended up missing the very
Unbelievable.
first part of the call when she was like telling me like, Kim, they're making me take my pants off, and like you could hear the girl yelling in the background, and you can hear her be like, yo, where are my fucking bags, blah blah blah, if they don't fucking give them to me. Then she's like, take your pants off. Then Lisa's like, are you serious right now? And I'm like, Lisa, how many people are there? There's like 6
Yeah, I heard
people
you say
sitting
that
in the
part.
same room. Yeah, but like I missed the very first part of, which was probably the most important part, was Lisa trying to tell me like what happened and that they were trying to make her take her pants off. Like, so, and then I started to record as soon as I thought about it. And yeah.
Now, the other part to that story, because I know I'm going to get shit for it, but to be truthfully honest, because I don't care, it's over and done with. The other part to that story is you can hear the whole thing, right? The one lady was going to buy rack off of the kid. She was going to cash app it. I said to Kim, you know, can you, whatever, 30, you know, send it to him, whatever. I wasn't sure if she was doing it. She wasn't sure if I was pretending. It got mixed up, right? But the reason I left and was getting away, trying to get away, was before he noticed that 30 wasn't on the cash app. That's
Yeah, like
where
it never went through.
I did not steal her stamp bags.
Yeah.
Okay. Like that, because everybody's like, you wouldn't have been trying to take off if you wouldn't have stole her stamp bags. And no, I was trying to just get down to the avenue because my dad was coming to pick me up. And because, like I said, I wasn't sure if that 30 was there, not there, when he would notice it wasn't there, if he'd notice at all. That was what was going on there. Okay.
You can't see my hand up, but my hand's up. So real quick, if you wouldn't, it was the people, places, and things. You put yourself in that
Yes.
situation,
I
right?
absolutely did. I absolutely did.
And how did Kim, if Kim is such a good friend and wants you to succeed and get your kids back and do all these great and wonderful things, is she on the back end saying, why are you taking yourself to these places? No, she sends you money. Is that what you're telling me?
No,
Is that what I
she
heard?
She didn't send the money, but
I was
that time.
asking why she was doing that, and when she does shit like that, I'm telling her, Lisa, you can get in a car with somebody really bad. Like,
Yeah.
you need to stop
I
doing
was
that.
hiking back to
Okay,
Rhine.
well, I'm having a hard time with you, Kim, right now, from what I just heard.
You're
Yeah,
always having a hard time,
well,
and
first
you're
of all,
always
let me
nitpicking.
finish before you drop me again, because
You
I'm
know
sure you're
nothing
going to drop
about
me
me.
after I say this, okay?
I'm only letting you
You
up
have
because Lisa asked me to let
no,
you up. That's it.
none,
You're always
zero.
nitpicking. I don't
Not
care
do
about your
anything to
opinion.
help her
I
with the
don't give a
situation
fuck
that
about
you're
what you
currently
think
in
about me.
on your
It's
own
not gonna
self.
change
Don't
anything
take on
between
your
me and
own
Lisa.
shit.
It's just
You
not gonna
can't help
change.
this woman because you can't help yourself. Fucking bitch.
You're still up here.
Fuck.
Oh, I didn't mean to start that one. I'm real
Well,
sorry about that.
I just kind of wanted to explain that because I don't know if I've ever got to explain it in full. Why things happen and people can believe it, not believe it. But that, I mean, you can hear in my words, I said to her, we just did this at the house. I found them for you. You know what I mean? I don't even do, and I kept saying that to her. I'm like, I don't even do bags. Like, I told her that the whole time, even driving there. Like, I don't do that shit. Like,
Well, listen, you could listen. You might not do it, but you know somebody does. Act like I ain't never stole somebody's shit and went and fucking sold it for the shit that I want. So don't sit here and say, because you don't do it, you wouldn't take it. You most definitely would, because you can sell it to somebody else to get what you want to get. Don't sit here and act
There's
like
so many other people that haven't had a chance to talk to you yet. Like, do I
Kim.
have to
Shut
keep
up,
bringing?
man. You're the fucking problem. You're a fucking problem.
You're
You
just
most definitely are.
mad. You're just
And you know
old
what?
and
Sometimes
mad.
we
You're
have to dip
just
in. You know,
old
it's
and
the way
mad.
it is.
That's what you are, old and mad.
Oh.
Kim, if I were you, you would be respectful.
I I understand what she was saying. That
She's
definitely,
not even giving me a chance to explain anything. She's
I know.
nitpicking everything I fucking do as if that, like, I'm a horrible person. She's literally trying to find any little thing that she can to, like, just rag on me.
Because they don't know us. She knows me more, but she doesn't know you at
And
all,
she's
right?
not even giving me a chance. She
What?
doesn't want to give me a chance.
Right, exactly. And then what's online? And so yeah, they hate us because if
So
I seen what
I'm
was online of me and you too, I'd hate us.
but I'm supposed to allow her to just talk to me like that?
Nope.
Okay then.
Yeah. No. I
Oh shit, I need to mute.
But tech is right. I'm sure, people do take things they don't do if they know somebody to sell it to. But like I said, people can believe it, not believe it. In all honesty, I didn't take her bags. I took off because of the 30. I wasn't sure if it was there or not there. Um, and
I honestly think that just this topic should be stopped talking about because
okay.
there's
Well,
no reason to, keep talking about it.
well, they're not going to believe me anyway. Tech's reaction is going to be the internet's reaction, right? So I don't know why I even tried to explain myself, but yeah, okay, you're right. You're right. Move on.
I don't have that reaction because I feel like when you're in the moment and it's natural to like fight or flight, and I could hear the flight in your voice. Like I
Yeah,
could hear
I'm trying to get down the street, and then you could hear her yelling, and
I could hear all that.
yeah,
And then I could hear, I you and Kim may have not ever really met in
yeah,
real life.
yeah.
But like even on her end,
What's up, Bo?
I could hear the fear on her side too. Like I
Okay.
could hear her like stop, stop. Like I could hear her, even though nobody else could hear her while
Yeah,
that whole situation was happening.
she sounded horrified.
Oh, she did. I could totally hear it.
I've
So
never heard her like that in the months I've talked to her. I've never heard her that upset and horrified, honestly.
yeah, like I really feel like maybe you guys have a bond, whether it be a trauma bond or like a DOC bond or whatever it is. It's not for me to judge. That's not my place in life. I'm not perfect. My hands are not clean in life. But I feel like y'all have some kind of connection. I really feel like there's a caring for her.
Yeah, and she cares about me, and I care about her. Yeah, for whatever reason. Yeah.
And everybody needs somebody, whether it is a legitimate, like we really are friends, or it's a temporary, or it's a whatever. Everybody needs somebody.
Right. Well,
Everybody.
I can call her and her the same with me, and I can be 100% on. I'm trying to get your dog in, so you don't got to get up. My gosh. Almost done.
Hello.
Hello.
Who was just up? Was it Nope?
Nope
Yes.
was talking. Yes.
Okay, so are you all done or?
Yeah, I'm done. I don't want to piss
Okay.
anybody off. So
Thank you.
I'll just sit and listen. But thank you so much for your time. Have a good one.
Have a good night.
Thank you. Bye.
Hi, Hi, Lisa. Hi, Kim.
Obscure mushroom.
No, Maria's
Today.
talking. Maria's already off and talking. Is that cool or no?
Yeah, I just gone.
No, is it cool? Okay.
I can step down for a second if you want me to.
No, you're good.
No,
Okay.
you're good.
Okay, hi. I'm usually like a silent watcher. I don't really say much on Discord or on TikTok. You might see me, Lisa, on your lives. I'm woman of God. I always send you like prayer hands and hearts but I just want to
Yes,
say that I'm praying for you. I'm rooting for you and you can do this. Stay strong. If you put your mind to it, you can do this. And I know you can do this. And just know that I'm praying for you every day and I'm rooting for you.
Thank you. I appreciate that a lot.
Yep.
More people
Yep.
know.
Yep. And I can't wait to see your story, your comeback story. I know it's going to be amazing and I'm waiting on it.
Thank you.
Thank you
All
for
right.
the encouragement. I feel like Lisa could have really
Yes, I was
used
just
that
about to
today.
say we needed that after, you know, that.
Yeah, I don't believe in beating people down, you know, when they're already down. I just don't believe in that. And people are probably going to say a lot about it in the chat, but I just don't believe in beating people down when they're already down. So I believe in encouraging and building people up. So,
Well, we appreciate you as a person and thank you for coming up here.
Thank
yeah,
you.
y'all have a blessed day.
You
You
too.
too.
I would like to say something before I gotta go.
Okay.
Hey, Lisa.
Hey.
Um, how long are you right now?
How long am I?
Yeah, I meant like how long have you been clean at the moment?
This is day 3.
Congrats, and I hope that you can make it longer as I have. I am 6 years clean
Congrats.
off of meth.
Mhm.
And I will tell you the truth, I've had whatever you were on as well, but
Mhm.
I just want you to let you know you can do it.
Yes, ma'am. Yeah.
You can do it because there is recovery and it is possible.
Yeah.
The only thing is, I will let you know from a recovering addict, each day, once that day is over and stuff like that, it gets better the next day.
Yeah.
Because
Hope so.
you are the one that could make yourself go through that, what you want to do, what you want to achieve, what you want to make better, and how you're going to do it on your own, not somebody else holding your hand, but yourself. Because like that saying, you could lead a horse to a water, but you can't make them feed.
Yeah.
That's pretty much how. I'm not trying to label you as a horse or anything like that, but
No,
you
no,
know
I
what I
know the
mean.
saying. Yeah.
No one else can do it but you. And I will be honest, I've been a silent watcher and stuff like that, but I just want you to understand that I'm not trying to be rude, Kim, but Kim is not going to be able to hold your hand through all of this. You have to do it yourself.
No, I know. I do know that. And yeah, as much as she helps out and tries to help out and do, you know, things for me that she knows I won't do for myself, yeah, it's gonna be rough, you know, and I know I have to do it all by myself.
And I have total faith in you, and I'm pretty sure that your outcome story is going to be awesome. But I do have a question though. When you were when you were on like the street, I think you were like right below your parents' place.
Okay.
What happened to your foot? Was it infected by something or?
No, it was, you know, them black socks that aren't exactly ankle socks, but
Oh,
that's what that was. And I don't know why it got turned into what it got turned into, but Kim sent me she said the picture and she said, this is what they're talking about. And I said, that's a fucking sock. And she's like, oh my God. Like, yeah,
okay.
it was a sock.
For me, when I seen that video, I was like, oh no, there's something wrong with your foot. And then I didn't know if it was like ankle socks or what, but it kind of looked like it was a bruise.
Yeah, no, that's because I saw the picture because Kim even asked me if something was wrong because the call's out because I heard it when she asked me about it and she's like, I didn't know what the fuck she was talking about. Is something wrong with your foot? Does your dad think something wrong with your foot? And I'm like, yeah, I didn't know what the fuck she was talking about. Because no, there's nothing wrong with my foot. So
Okay. And but I will let you know I'm a silent watcher and I do hope you the best. And
I appreciate that.
And recovery is possible and I know you can do it.
Yeah, thank you. Like I said, prayers and well wishes is all that I'm asking for right now. That is all.
All right. All right. I'm going to drop down and I wish you the best and stay positive. Just remember day by day.
Yeah.
That's all it
And
takes.
day by day, you're right.
I know people have been waiting for a while, but I have to go to work in like 2 minutes. So, I just want to say, Lisa, I've been trying to get through to you for a while, and like not in any judgmental way or anything like that. Just in a purely like support, caring. I'm trying to be there for you. If you need an ear, I'm there. Like I know you have Kim and everything, but it's always nice to have more than one person because you guys, like you said, you guys have your ups and downs and everything like that. I don't care about all the hate that's coming for supporting you. I think those people that sit in the chat and talk about you all day long are 100% losers, bums that sit around and have nothing better to do. So don't ever go in there and listen to that shit because it is
You
pure
I
ignorance.
don't.
Pure ignorance. So I just wanted to say, like, and I messaged you, you messaged me back, but I messaged you to let you know, like, if you need anything, like, before you go, whenever it is that you choose to go, because only you can determine when you're ready. Everyone keeps saying, like, oh, there's a bed ready. Oh, there's a bed ready. Well, that bed doesn't give any real purpose to you unless you really want to be there. So
You're
I think
exactly right.
I just think people need to get off your back a little bit about when you're going and all the details because that's really none of their business. Like you're in control of your sobriety and if you want to get it together, then you're the only person that's going to be able to do that. Kim's not going to be able to help you, your parents aren't going to be able to help you. And like I've been through this, I've been in your shoes. It is a 90% mental thing besides sleeping all the time and wanting to eat everything in sight. It is
Yeah.
all mental, and I know that's harder sometimes than the physical withdrawals. So
Yeah, the mind is a powerful thing. Very
it
powerful.
really is, and it can do a lot for you. So I'm praying for you. I hope that everything, goes good for you, and I hope whatever you choose to do that your journey gets easier. Okay, honey?
Okay, and I did message you because I saw some screenshots of you being attacked in the Discord for whatever saying that you didn't hate me. It was something, but so I did send you a message, letting you know because usually if I see anything like that, I'll message the person even on TikTok and just say, thank you for sticking up for me. I appreciate it. Let them know they don't have to do that because I don't want anybody else getting hate like I get.
No,
But
I
appreciate
appreciate
it.
I appreciate you like noticing because
I
I
do.
mean the thousands of people that are trying to drag you down, they're losers, man. Like they don't have anything better to do and it's so sad seeing them sit in there. Like one night I got on at like 12 o'clock in the afternoon and the same people were there
It's
when I got off
people.
work at 11 o'clock at night.
Yep, same people
It
usually.
it's just awful and I've heard other people say they automatically think like, oh, you sent her money. I've never sent you a dime.
No,
I've
I
never
don't.
sent anything to
No.
you, but
And
I
when I
still
messaged you, did I ask you for money when I
no,
messaged
no,
you?
not a thing. You did not ask for anything. You did not ask for a damn thing. You
Hey,
just shared how important, like how you
can
appreciated.
you? Stephanie's gonna be calling you to three-way call, I think.
But
Me? Okay.
I gotta get off here and go to work. I'm praying for you, Lisa, and I hope everything goes well for you, girl. I'm here for you if you need me. Just a message away.
I'm gonna shoot you my number too in private message on here, okay?
I would absolutely love that because I'm gonna be here for you. I
Okay,
promise.
I'll shoot you my number and I appreciate it.
All right, I'll
Can I
see you
say
later.
something? I have to go. I am rescuing a dog from Texas. I'm in New Jersey. Lisa, I'm almost 8 years clean off methamphetamine. You got to change your people, places, and things. You've got to look at yourself and say who, why, and I.
Right. I agree with you and I'm listening, man. I'm listening.
And you can hit my DM. Yeah, I've got all kinds of recovery advice, but it's for you to take it.
Yes, ma'am. I definitely can do that. I can, are you on TikTok or, well,
On
my
both.
email is the best for me to write back.
On both. I'll suck at email though.
Yeah, because I don't really pay attention that much to the messages that often on TikTok. Because if I'm not going live, I usually don't see, I'm not on the app. You know what I mean? At
Yeah,
all.
I'll text you here. I'll message you on here.
Yeah, on here, that's fine. I'll check them. And then yeah, or my email, either one.
Okay, yeah, just follow me back. Keep your head up.
Okay, thank you, honey.
You're welcome.
Tweet Cheeks, do you want to go really quick? Because you said you had work
Wait,
earlier.
Kimmy, what did you say? Steph's calling me with a three-way?
Well, I asked, but she was calling my phone, so I was asking her to call on a different phone.
Merge? Okay.
Yeah.
Are we doing that or?
I mean, if you want to, I was gonna let a couple more people go, but we can end it right now. It's been a while.
Oh, are we ending it?
That's what I'm saying. No, then we can merge with Steph after.
All right, let's do it. Don't let anybody else up. Whoever's on the stage, I'll take care of.
Oh, I wanted to say something real quick, but the people that are in the chat, you do not have to be really rude whatsoever. Kim, if you are that was me that just snorted. Thank you very much. And I am outside smoking a cigarette. Anybody that's being in this chat, I will report you for being rude. And Kim, you have to do some modding with the people that are on the list and get rid of them because no one wants to hear any of that kind of crap.
Sure. Yeah, I agree.
Add me,
And
boo boo.
and for one, you guys have no life, calling people names and stuff like that whatsoever. Come on now, this Lisa is trying to get better herself, and you guys are not helping her whatsoever, being rude.
Yeah.
So
my advice would be don't even read the chat. They say things that are absolutely disgusting at times. Also, I haven't even read it at all since I've been on here the past couple of days. I'm looking at the pictures in the boxes.
yeah, they could just all F off if they wanted to, but I'm not trying to be rude or anything like that. But
no.
So, Kim, I hope you're going to be doing some modding here pretty soon because it's kind of getting ridiculous about all these trolls in there.
Yeah.
If you ever want to help, I'll message you. You can help me. I'll make you a mod.
Okay.
But no obligation or anything. It's just an option, you know?
Well,
yeah, I can help out because I use this for my gaming and stuff like that. So,
well, I'm gonna talk to Kim when we get off too and do the phone call. But
I added you too, Lisa. So,
okay, I forgot to actually tell her, but the lady that was texting me yesterday, one of my supporters about I can hear you, we can hear you, whatever, right? She did say to me, the people that support you and are nice to you are being attacked by these other people, in the Discord. That's not right. And I said to her, give me names, screenshots, whatever. Because it isn't. And if we're gonna have people, over here that are on the fence or whatever, yeah, we gotta get rid of some of the people that just go too far,
some of them have been going way too far, and it's because they're just jealous that you want to get help for yourself and that they don't want to get help themselves because they just want to manipulate or be a bully.
Yeah, I mean, they just hate me.
Rude.
They hate me, and that's just it. You know what I mean? And
that's their prerogative. It's no one else's but their own. They don't like you. They don't have to be here. And I get it that it's questions to ask, but come on now. You don't have to make a person miserable because you're miserable.
I literally stand behind everything you're saying right now.
Yeah.
Like you're so real for that, and I appreciate you coming up and saying that. It took a
Having
lot
the
of courage
balls.
for you to do
Yeah.
that.
Yep.
You know.
Oh, I have some balls if anybody wants to come at me, because I will come back at them tenfold. Thank you very much.
Jealous. Okay, nobody's jealous, first of all. And Lisa, everyone just wants me to ask, if you have a 24-hour chip, if you could show it, like you holding it, not like go Google image and do your Kim Photoshop.
Yeah, I answered that last night. I said, you know, I'm not going to do that. No.
Can I talk
She
next?
won't do that just so that you guys can get your clout.
But I'm just saying, and I just want to add in, she really doesn't have to do anything that she doesn't feel comfortable doing.
She's an adult. She can speak for herself.
She
Like
really
I said in the
can,
beginning.
but she also doesn't need to prove herself to any of you at all.
Well, I just
You guys are just people that follow her on the internet. That's it.
disagree.
You're a literal nobody.
Some things can be private, they're not going to believe it. They were already throwing out shit last night if I do show the chip. That's actually what, if we're being completely honest and not being rude, what made me not show the chip was getting the notifications from the Discord saying, even if she shows this, that don't mean shit. You can tell them that you're clean and you're not. You can order it on Amazon. I said, I ain't showing them shit because, and that's what they do with any proof I show. So that's what happened was the Discord.
So is that all you had to say, Natty Nat? Is that Lisa can speak for herself, or did you have another question or anything you'd like to ask?
Who was speaking? I thought Obscure Mushroom was the one. I don't know.
Yeah, it was me. And just like, I just think it's bullshit that you let people come up here and have their NA meeting and trauma dump, and you drop tech, and people like me that speak things that you don't like, Kim, let Lisa drop people. You get mad and drop, and then you run your mouth up here and talk your shit. And then, you have your little person down here in the corner in the blue box. Oh, we need to clean house here. It was fine in here until you invited everybody from Lisa's live up in here. And then we're all up here patting asses. Like, it's ridiculous.
Well, I don't want
Well, if you don't like it in here, you can easily just leave. Nobody's making you stay here.
I don't even want the Discord to be like that, though. It's not a fan page. It's a whatever page. People have different opinions. You know what I mean? But
But you also have to understand to not let them bring you down as well, though, Lisa.
Well, Kim is not as used to this as I am. You know what I mean? So.
Well, I don't think
I
I'm
know
letting
that
it
he's
bring me
not
down.
used to it
I'm
and
just
that you are, but
you're getting mad and showing it.
I just
to where
feel like I'm being blunt with my answers and telling them like what the facts are, and they don't want to accept it. Like if they're trying to tell me that I am only your friend for money, that's not true, and I'm gonna be blunt about it, and I'm not gonna like feel bad about like what the truth is. I don't know.
Yeah, no, I know. But yeah, I mean, there you have it though. You can either, leave them couple people that are always in here saying vile shit about me and my family and kids, in here, or you can grow it, and let other people have different opinions without getting, bombarded by fucking hate. I've seen somebody say she's still a person though about me and get just absolutely jumped on by about 20 different people. And said the meanest shit too. I couldn't believe it. So,
Can you hear me?
yes, go ahead, Tone.
So how old are you?
I'm 39.
39. Okay. I'm 23. So I just had a couple of questions. And if this gets too like deep into it, you can just tell me to stop and I'll stop.
Okay.
So how long have you been in addiction?
Well, I've been in addiction since I was 19 and did the H, okay? But a long stretch of that, I was clean, just doing methadone. But you know, clean for however anybody thinks of that, right?
Right. What made you start doing it? Did somebody offer it? Did you wake up and you were like, "Yeah, I want to do heroin"? Like what started it? Were you around a bad crowd? Did you go through something?
Yeah. A couple of those. I honestly, what had happened was, you know, I had a best friend named Anna, the same age as me. Her mom was a big drug addict, went to heroin. A lot of people we knew went to heroin. That's when the epidemic first started. I never tried it. I watched what it did to people. I didn't want nothing to do with it. When I met Big Cole, he was already on it since he was 15. We met when we were 18, 19, right? He hit it very well to the point that by the time I found out, I was already like, cared about him. We were in a relationship, it wasn't as easy to just walk away. And also, I was young and dumb and figured, well, I can help him, right? I can help him stop, make him stop, whatever. And that went on for a while until my parents found out that he was doing it and they took Abby away. Okay. And that, hurt me. And so then I tried that with him, right? Sniffed it. And I noticed that, wow, that pain of Abby not being here is not, it went from 100 down to fucking 5%, right?
Mhm.
And that's what started that.
Okay, so you being 39, you're a mother, you're a grandmother, you're a daughter, an aunt. You being the 39 woman that you are, do you know your mom's favorite color?
I do not actually know if she even has one.
Do you know Abby's best friend's name?
I don't think she has a girl best friend.
Do you know what your youngest child's favorite food is?
Yes.
What
Yeah,
is
it's
it?
pepperoni pizza. At least it was
Um,
5 months ago.
okay. Since you are, I'm pretty sure what you're saying, you did a bunch of things, but let's just go with crack. How would you feel if your youngest son started doing that? Because that is the closest thing that he has to you. Because you doing that got him taken away, had him living in a very, very unfortunate household. How would you feel if you woke up one day and you realized that your youngest son was doing what you were doing in hopes to get closer to you, if that makes sense?
Oh, it would kill me inside that was my influence, right, on him.
So, what if you kill your parents from? You're saying that if your son did this, that, and the third, it would, quote, kill you, end quote. What if you kill your parents from the amount of stress, the worrying? I mean, you're out here and you're conning people that you have no idea who they are. Everyone knows when you're on live and the bridge and everything, everyone knows where that is. What if somebody comes to your parents' house? What if somebody does this or sees you walking on the side of the road or this, that, and the third? Like, have you ever thought about the actual things and ways that people could want to hurt you for conning them, if that makes sense?
Yeah, I mean, I've definitely thought about it. Of course, I'd be a fool not to. I felt a lot safer where I was before. Uh, I didn't know when I came down here that what's her name was planning for 2 weeks before to dox me. Um, I didn't know that. But if somebody wants to come and, kill me because they sent me $10 and they think I spent it here instead of there, I mean,
Well, it's way more than just $10. I mean, How much money have you made in the past couple of years of going on TikTok?
I mean, I have no idea, honestly.
Okay, and then just one more question. If you can change your response of when you started doing drugs back when you were 19, when you basically started going downhill, would you choose to not do it again, or would you choose to go the easy way to do drugs, live this lifestyle instead of being the daughter, mother, aunt, grandmother, and everything like that? And
No,
if you say yes, then why would you not start it right this second? I, being 23 years old, could not imagine my mom doing this. You know what I mean? So I care more about your family, honestly, no offense, than you.
right.
But something's gotta give. I mean, I'm 23. You can say I have no idea what the fuck I'm talking about. You know, I'm too young to understand. But I
No,
know I'm 23 and I didn't start doing heroin and crack when I was 19. I can't unfortunately get pregnant. And so my cats are my babies and stuff like that. But there's people out here that are dying to be mothers and grandmothers and this, that, and the third. And you aren't being the mother that you should be to your kids. And I kind of don't understand how a mother could do that, if that makes sense. So I just
yeah,
don't understand why you don't just go. You know what I mean?
yeah. I mean, the only thing I can, I could never put it into words. I really can't. But the only thing I can really say is, I can't really explain it myself. And, things are always easier said than done, you know? Or, from the outside looking in, they always seem easier than what it is, you know? But I definitely screwed up 100% multiple times along the way.
Just one more question. I know I said one more. This is real life, the last one. Do you know if the baby, your granddaughter or grandchild, I don't know if it's a girl or not, do you know what, if they're old enough, what their favorite baby food is?
She's not eating baby food.
Okay. All right. Well, I hope that you think of them instead of yourself. And I really hope that you do change your life around because it's unfortunate. But you're the only one that can do it. So
Agreed. Agreed.
all right, thank you.
All right. Thank you.
Hey Lisa, can I jump in real quick? Because my question was gonna kind of caveat off of her question.
Yes.
Um, First of all, I just wanted to say I have a lot of family members in addiction. Grew up with a mom in it and stuff. So I get the previous girl. She's young. She might not understand addiction and how it can take over your life, and you can't help it really. It's the drug that's controlling you. So, but my question was, and I don't know, I don't think anyone has asked this, but are you planning to get off of like everything? Methadone and everything, because I don't think methadone was designed to be long term. I'm sure it's not good for you. I've heard it's really bad for your teeth and stuff like that. But when you go to rehab, like, are you planning on staying in like a halfway house for at least a year? Just kind of getting out of your environment to have the best chance to succeed and like relearn how to live your life. Is that what you've thought about?
Yeah. Kimmy, check your text. Second, yes, I said that. You might not have been in here when I said it, but yes, I'm hoping when the 28-day program's over to go into a um sober living or something extended. My
Are you
insurance.
going to go out of the state though? Because I feel like if you stay around there, everything is still right there. You can go right back to it if you're having a bad day.
Yeah, I'm not sure where I'm gonna end up. The place that I'm currently trying to get into and probably will get into, no, it's not out of the state, but it's 4 hours away.
Oh, that's good at least. But
I mean, that's distance.
yeah. Because it's going to be hard, I mean, you're almost 40 or already 40, and you're going to have to start, at this age, and it's going to be rough, but, I mean, I wish you the best. Like she said before, I hope you think of your kids and your family and stuff. And you might not realize it now, like the trauma that you're giving them, but you can move forward. You can make it better. So good luck. I know everybody's been talking a lot, but yeah, I just wanted to say that and wish you the best.
All right. Thank you.
You're welcome. Bye.
Bye.
Hello, can I talk now?
Yes, ma'am.
I'm not here to judge you, to be mean or anything like that. You're 39. I'm at an age where I could be your mother, so I just want to give you some motherly advice. Um, and this is the same thing I've told my own children. Um, when you're going through life, you attract negatives and positives, right? So when you put yourself into negative situations, you're around negative people, you attract all that negativity to you. And the same as all, for the opposite is true. When you're around positive people, positive influences, positive everything, then your life is positive. And there's also different types of addictions. So like you have the drug addiction, there's alcoholism, there's cigarettes, all kinds of addictions. There's also social media addictions, which I think you do have. And also it feeds on the negativity.
I'm listening. I just wanted to let you know I am listening.
Okay. But social media is so negative, and that's putting a lot of negativity into your life, which is not good at all.
Agreed. Agreed.
It's not good for mental health. It's not good for anxiety. It's not good for emotions. And so I think as you're breaking your drug addiction, I think you also need to break your social media addiction, which will get rid of a lot of negativity. And start surrounding
Yeah.
yourself with positivity, positive people, nice people, and I think that will help you a lot in succeeding, getting away from all these addictions that you do have, not just the drug addiction. It's the negative attention and all of that.
Can you repeat that? I'm sorry. The negative. Did you say
A, ne-
pinching?
a negative attention.
Oh, yeah, yeah. I agree with you 110%. And I have no room to complain about it because I did it to myself. I choose to get on. I do it to myself. But yeah, it messes with your mental health. I agree 100%.
Yeah, I think it's something for you to think about. And it's up to you whether you do it or not. But as a mother, it's the same things I've told my own children. So I hope it's advice that you'll think about and some way helps you.
No, I appreciate that. Thank you.
And that was it. I don't think people need to be mean. I don't think you need to hear all of that. And just live your life and try your best to succeed. Choose wisely the things that you want to do, the people you want to be surrounded by,
Yes, ma'am.
and that's it. Good luck.
No, thank you so much. And you sound like such a kind, sweet person. I appreciate it.
I try to be.
Thank you.
Have a blessed day.
Thank you. Have a good day. Kim, did you check? I don't even know if you can hear me. Your text messages from me. I think I talked to everybody, but the one who's right next to Kim, correct? I talked to her. I talked to her. Aaron, think it might say
Erica.
Erica. I'm
Yes.
sorry, I couldn't see the rest of it. Okay, hey, what's up, Miss Erica?
I just wanted to say that so my brother, I'm not really worried about you ODing on the crack. Like, I mean, I know it's a possibility because it can get laced with stuff, but
Right, but
my brother,
very yeah.
yeah, my brother overdosed and passed away at 26 from methadone and Xanax mix.
Mm-hmm.
And it is so dangerous. I don't think you understand. Like, he had been on drugs his whole life. I mean,
Right.
he was like
No, it's
11
very
years.
dangerous. Very.
Yes. So it's freaky when we get on TikTok and see you half alive. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
you've got to understand why people were calling the police. And anyways, I just wanted to say that, or I just wanted to ask you if you plan on at least getting off the Xanax and maybe choosing mental help, and or not the Xanax, the Klonopin.
Yeah.
Maybe getting some mental along with, if you do actually decide to go to rehab, like get mental help as well as addiction help when the
Yes.
time.
Yeah, the one that I am planning on going to does have a psychiatrist right there, I think two, if I'm not mistaken. I'd be dual diagnosis. And I'm not sure, since I'm prescribed it, if they are going to give me my Klonopin, but I don't take it every single day, thank goodness. So I won't have any physical withdrawal from that. But I'd be open absolutely to something that's not a benzodiazepine if it helped with the anxiety. But unfortunately, I've found that the only thing that does help with the anxiety is a sort of benzo.
Okay. All right. I was just wondering. I mean,
but yeah, I'm definitely open. You know, I when I went to rehab the last time, it was for being addicted to benzos. And honestly, even with my prescription, that was such hell. I made sure I did not get physically addicted, right, to that.
yeah.
So,
Good that
I
you
mean,
don't do them every day, I guess. I don't know.
what's that?
It's good that you don't do them every day.
Yeah, well, honestly, I mean, people think that it's a joke. Well, she just wants to eat them in 2 days. No, not at all. I honestly will not let myself. If I take them every day, then I'm physically addicted to them. I just, as prescribed legally, you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I fought too hard to get off of them. I will never let that happen again.
Yeah, it can be a really bad withdrawal. I've heard of people coming off, like having to be hospitalized because of it. All right. Well, anyways, if you do decide, I mean, a lot of us don't believe that you're going to go, but I really hope to see you do go. You know, it's to be expected. You've lied a lot to a lot of people. You've done a lot of people dirty.
Yeah,
but anyways, I do wish you luck, and I hope you
you.
get your life together.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right. Have a good night.
You too.
Bye. How are more people getting up? I saw it. Hold on a second. Don't worry about it. I don't know. I wish. Okay. Hello. Did you want to say something else?
Oh, Lisa, I don't even know how I got back on there. I have just gone to the Apple store and done business and come out, and you guys are still on. So, but anyway, no, I'm good. I think it just had accept, or I hit it. It came back on and asked me or invited me, and I hit accept. But no, just love yourself, honey. You can't dwell on what's done is done. You know,
Right.
what's done is done. So the best thing you can do is don't create any more shit to feel bad about.
Yeah, I'm on board with you.
And I'm a wise old lady, so I'm gonna leave it at that. So just you guys, both of you, just don't create anything else to regret, because I'm gonna tell you, they add up and then you get older and it stays with you. So just try
Right.
to fix it. And another thing too, you know that when you might have to be willing to come off everything and get back on different things, you know?
Right. I'm
I
open.
think you feel a lot better. I think you feel a lot better. And you know, we don't get joy in our life when we have an opiate addiction. We lose the joy because those receptors are all out of whack.
Agreed.
And
Mess up the brain.
little things, little happinesses that we should really get joy in, we don't feel anything. And I think that's your way to get back to that, is just come off it all with medical assistance and get on another thing that treats your symptoms and keeps you clean, and you do your program with it. Just, you know, I pray there's a good addiction doctor there that will hold your hand through the whole thing. With that, I'm gonna go. Take
All right.
care.
Thank
sweetie.
you.
All right, honey. Bye. Bye.
I don't know where disappeared. So.
I'll chat with everybody while they're gone. No.
Hi, Tweet Cheeks.
Hey, Poppy. Man, just everybody in the darn chat. What the heck?
Like, I truly don't understand why people are wanting her. Like, girl, every time I turn around, they're telling her to kill herself or OD already or some dumb, fucked up shit like that. Who in the world that has any decency in them says shit like that?
People miserable and full of shit that just want to get a reaction. They're sitting at
I mean,
home.
my God.
I mean, you can't imagine. Can you, telling a human being to go do that? I mean,
No.
I've gotten upset with her and wanted to reach out and touch her, but I'm in another state. I'm in Georgia.
Well, honey,
But saying stuff like that is really, that's the kind of spiritual, you know, darkness that we can't understand.
Like I made a video supporting Lisa. And I'll tell you, I had probably 30 people in my inbox telling me to kill myself for that. No lie.
People saying those
See?
kind of things, their parents didn't fucking treat or raise them right.
Yeah, they probably didn't
And
get
that's
any
the
love.
problem with half of this chat.
Look at
Their
Kim.
parents
She's
didn't teach them
okay
well.
she's okay being a doormat. She's all right with it. You know, that breaks my heart too, because
It
she
does
shouldn't
mine
be.
too, because you know what? This isn't Kim's fault. And I am a recovering addict. And I'm going to tell you, when that drug gets a hold of you, you are not yourself.
Yeah,
And
you're
all
the
these
devil.
judgmental fucking people up in here. I mean,
Yeah.
get educated.
If you're not,
And
if
we're
you're 2000,
we are not people giving Lisa money either.
right.
Thank you very much.
In
And poor Kim.
2024, you better educate yourself.
I mean, and how many people have went off on Kim during this chat? It literally makes me want to cry for her.
You can see you can tell she's numb from it. She says, I don't care. I
Yep.
don't care what y'all say. That is not the normal reaction to being
But you
physically,
know what,
verbally
Ellie?
assaulted.
But you know what,
Mhm.
Ellie? Deep down, she does care. And deep down,
Yeah.
it is affecting her. And these people should be ashamed.
Well, even when Lisa was hating on her, Lisa was hard on her. Cam, you fucking this and that. I can see why she taped it. She was the bad guy, and I've had to answer some people on TikTok saying, why are people letting Kim off the hook? Well, hey, what do you want Kim to do? What do you want her to do? And I believe she didn't making money off Lisa. I believe it. What I believe is that she's giving her own money, which is why I say don't be a doormat, because her boyfriend gives her money that she gives to Lisa. That's not right.
I agree.
Me,
I just want Kim to know that I love her. She's worthy. Lisa is worthy, and don't listen to anybody that has negative things like go kill yourself or whatever. I mean, telling Lisa stand on a street corner. If you have children, how would you feel if somebody said that to yours? Because you
Sometimes
never know, karma could bite you in the ass and your kid could be the next drug addict.
Yep.
It's scary when you can get some dust on your hand. These policemen, I know a couple of cops that were searching somebody and got the fentanyl on their skin, and
Oh yeah.
just by God's grace, they had the Narcan around. One of them made it, one of them didn't.
That breaks my heart.
We're talking about touching something and not even ingesting it. That's potent.
That's sad.
That's what's coming over that border. So, we gotta, if you don't know about drug addiction in 2024, you better get somewhere and read a book.
Oh, I
Because
know all about it. Like I said, I'm a recovering addict. I work in healthcare, and I've made a lot of mistakes like Lisa has. Never been on the internet, but I know the shame that she feels, and it breaks my heart for her. And I think the coming after Kim needs to stop.
She knows it too, because she saw how she was defending her, because she knows she hasn't treated her right. Listen, when that girl was beating up Lisa, I don't
Couldn't
know if
you
you
hear
heard
Kim?
that. Did you hear how worried and upset she was on the phone?
Kim
She was
broke
upset.
my heart. Oh my God, I remember that day perfectly. Kim shattered me.
That was a real life drama going on right before us. And I thought, well, God, Kim, she's upset. There's nothing she can do. She's in another state,
Well, I was hoping Kim would come back, but
she is back.
Oh, is she back?
Yeah, her thing went unmuted.
Hi, Kim.
Hi, honey. Yeah, I just want her to love her. She needs
I
to
just
do
wanted
her.
to tell you, Kim, don't listen to nothing these people have to say. We all make mistakes. You are worthy of living a wonderful life. And I love you. I pray for you and Lisa every day. And if you ever need me, reach out.
And I know she's not making any money. I mean, I believe that from the beginning. I just believed it. And I don't know why that's so hard to accept. She's just really codependent. Wives are doing it every day with drunk husbands or vice versa. That's what codependency is. I am happy based on your happiness.
Exactly.
It's a sickness too. It's just like drug addiction.
Yeah.
So, you gotta do a 12-step for that.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
Well, my mama
it's all
always
based
taught
something.
us, if you can't say anything nice, you keep your mouth shut. So I couldn't imagine getting on this app or TikTok and being hateful to anyone. I could not do it, and I will never do it.
I think the internet's done nothing but cause the suicide rate to go up.
You know what, Ellie? When I got all them messages in my inbox, I suffer severe mental health issues.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how to tell if people are still in here, but my father did some really messed up things to me when I was younger. And when I started getting all them messages just for defending Lisa, I literally almost ended my life over that. I had to
Yeah.
call the crisis hotline, my counselor, my psychiatrist, because I couldn't take it. I mean, the kill yourself comments from these
Yeah.
awareness groups were coming in left and right.
Well, you
It was
have
horrible.
trauma. You have trauma, and when you're exposed to more trauma, what do you think that's going to do, honey?
Oh, I know. I suffer from
Traumatize you.
PTSD and all that, and
Yes.
I went through some horrible things. So, yeah, I mean, when they don't care about that though. They know nothing about someone, but they'll get in their inbox and tell them to kill themselves.
Mm.
That is shameful.
Well, it's that anonymity of being home and having somebody not know who you are, and you can say what you want. It empowers some people that are sick. You know, it empowers them, and you just gotta.
Right.
As soon as you see it, you have to know that in your mind. That is a weak person empowered by their anonymity, and I'm not going to pay any attention to it.
Well, Lisa, I wish you nothing but the best. You too,
All right,
Ellie.
honey. All right, honey. Have a good day. Be safe.
You too. Bye-bye.
Bye now.
Hang up.
I don't know. You just use all the exit buttons you can. Who are you, Poppy? Who's Poppy? That's you. That's you.
Yeah, that's
Sounds
me. I
like
don't know how
foster
to get out
kitten.
of here.
All right, my time is up. Mm. Look. Mm. I was trying to how do I do that?
You hit the red button.
There is no red button.
Yes,
All there
there is.
is comments everywhere.